I think I got everything ready. Tracker's on right. Sound looks good. I've got my camera set up. I'm in swimmer mode. Yeah, I guess I just start going. I hate that feeling of like I'm forgetting something. There ain't no way I didn't get something. I'm late. Oh my god. Oh, icy fire.
If you only feel like you're forgetting something, then it's not important currently.
I love that comic. I think it's from Two and a Half Men. I think that was the show. And it's the two guys, and they're like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. If you forgot about it, it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. And then it's like the kid sitting on the curb who they forgot to pick up from soccer practice or something.
Jesus.
It's so just like, oh god, that poor kid. Ugh.
I'm cheering for you spiritually. You're big.
Okay. We're just going through those stretches. Alright, you guys are being quiet. And it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. I need attention and you guys to say hi to me every morning. Hi, Joe. I was forgotten once as a kid. I also was forgotten. Apparently I was like 2 years old. And my dad left me in the car for like 5 minutes. But that was it. Hi, unknown. What up? Oh, stream title isn't updated? Is it not? It should say 452. Did it still give the mile amount from yesterday? Now it's good? Okay. I must have typed it in and not hit the OK button to like... Yep, change it. Oh, man. This is... Okay. Icy Fire isn't here. So I have to move to him for these. Oh look, that feeling you forgot something was fixed. Thanks for the pats. Was it fixed? Or was it your feeling that you forgot something was fixed? Oh, for me it was the title. No, I still have the feeling. We're in a spooky map. We're in a Halloween map. We're not gonna do anything with it. But it's Sentinel's map, and we fucking love Sentinel here. So, yeah, it's Sentinel's map called Awakening. It's up. He posted it, I think, yesterday? He said he's gonna submit it to Spookality. He's been working real hard on it for a month. He's been stressing out over it for a month, and I'm like, you're doing this for fun, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm doing it for fun, just, you know, it's something I want to do, and I keep putting it off. Alright, where are we at? We're at Cami stretches. Ah. Oh. My back felt, like, not super great this morning. And so while I was setting up, I hung for, like, 5 seconds from the ceiling in the basement. We've got an I-beam that goes across the top. I reach up and grab it. I, hold myself up. I just felt my entire back just go, like, pop, 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 pop. And it was just like, oh, fucking hell yeah. Now my back feels great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I glabble. That's good. You might be able to escape the floor being lava. I'm on a rug. So I'm fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we're in Senral's map. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. You start, like, next to an ocean. Don't pretend you don't have head trauma. I didn't hit you. Oh, don't pretend you have head trauma. I don't think I have head trauma. I did wake up with a headache this morning. Well, I woke up with, like, the start of a headache. You ever have, like, I guess a feeling where it's like, your head doesn't feel lucid, but it feels like, oh, if I moved around, I'd get a headache. If I listened to something too loud, I'd get a headache. It's not a headache. But you almost think, like, should I take Advil premeditatively? Like, before I get one? I had that going on this morning. It feels good now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pyrodoko? No, it's a Monday. He's at work. I made him a cake? Hell yeah. What'd you make him? Well, my dumbass immediately went, carrot cake because he has orange? And I was like, why would that? That's not... But I ate it? What? Did you save him any? I mean, I guess it's fine so long as you make him another cake, but... A rum bunt cake? Did you, like, make him a cake or make a cake in their honor? Hi, Violet. I just saw a funny joke. I have something in my news story, or my notes, that is like, it's so pathetic that it's funny, and I cannot wait to talk to everybody about it. Hi, Logitech. I was panicking this morning, Logitech. Apparently I was really bad with my delves this week, and, like, I still needed to run, like, 5 this morning. I was like, oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're so cute. Fuck, no, you. No, you. 2, 3, 4. It's for his birthday. Probably shouldn't put his drinking on a showcase. His drinking is fine, okay? It's not that bad. Why are you squatting for only 4 seconds? That's so short. Stop. Oh, we just missed 10 minutes. Ten more seconds, it'll be 10:30 and we'll do 3 minutes. Love you too. 2, 1, 3 minutes. Ohio is landlocked Florida. Drinking is understandable. Kenya. Hi, Pixel. I feel like I got nothing done yesterday. And the reason for that, because I watched 16 fucking episodes of an anime. I finished Apothecary Diaries. Fit D's? Hell yeah. I'm here now, I took a shower and thought of you. Good. Do that every time. That was the funny joke I saw. You know what's really funny? They've got the, like, fingerless gloves on that emote pilot, but it's a little blurry because I'm on the Vive Pro and then a weird angle because of squatting. So I thought it was assless chaps, or, like, crotchless chaps. I was like, whoa! Oh, that's a hand. Okay. 1 minute down. Hi, Big Deck. Oh, did mind me? Mind you, your wasted time? I already forgot it. Elon, thanks again. You're way too kind. I don't remember what I did. But I love you. Huh? Oh, we just raided you, right? Yeah, that'll happen a lot. You stream a shit ton, Big Deck. Anytime you stream, it's like 12 hours. Alright, they're not even wearing gloves, I think. No, they have to be. Because they've got, like, stuff covering the wrist. Right? 2 minutes down. Gonna rest for the next few days, I think, maybe. Rests are good. I'm probably the worst person to say that. That's just a shirt? How do you not see their arm, then? Or is it like a jacket? While I was in the shower, I came to the revelation that if I have poor fetish, and it only applies to you, and I didn't make the rules. What is a poor fetish? See their arm? I'll look at it more closely in 30 seconds. 25 seconds. I have no idea. I have Big Deck. 20 seconds. Birch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look at Icy cheering you on. I know. He does that every day. Right. If I go back to it, it's at such a weird position that, like, I can't just look at it. Yeah, they have, like, arm wraps. I'm gonna sneeze. They have, like, arm wraps, Violet. So, like, I look at that. How do I... Oh, I turned because, for the flanking. They've got, like, arm wraps over their right arm. So you see, like, the hand. But the hand is, you know, over their crotch. And so this part is closed. So I just thought it was, like, crotchless. I didn't know what they were called. I think they're arm wraps. It could also be, like, you know, just jacket sleeve. It's one of those things that's like, I'd really need to look at this, like, on the website where I can blow it up. And not just, through OBS on stream through a headset. Oh my god, I'm gonna clear my nose. This is why we come prepared. I have learned over time that putting the headset on actually makes my nose run a little bit. I didn't see Icy because of the glare. Hoi, Icy. Hope you weren't late today. Icy, big cute. Blows up. Really? Is it gonna blows up like that? Well, I'm gonna blast you. That's it, Pixel. You've crossed the line. You're getting blasted. Can I not type it in here? Really? Hi, Kodiak. Pussy fuck blast. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, huh? Yeah, here it is. Get blasted, Pixel. Get blasted. Yes, that one time I posted crotchless in your chat. Crotchless, though, I thought that was an actual, you know, if you had a napkin, I'm always here. Howdy, hi. You wouldn't get it? I guess not. If you knew I didn't... Start walking. Let's start walking. Which MMO do you think is gonna be first? Do you think it's gonna be MMO? Do you think it's gonna be WoW? Do you think it's gonna be Final Fantasy, Star Wars, Guild Wars, or BDO? Hi, Smug. And you know what? I'll make it easy for you guys. It's not gonna be WoW. So guess which one of the other four it's gonna be. Star Wars? Didn't Star Wars end? No, we have one more day of Star Wars. I think it's gonna be me. This music makes me think of Banjo-Kazooie. It honestly just like... No, it seems like a more chill, remixy version of Banjo or something. I'm changing my trackers in front of you guys. But it's fine, because you can only see the upper half. So, like, just pretend you can't, okay? Just like, be cool. It was BDO. Blish de Keplin. Ah. Star Wars didn't Star Wars end. Honestly prefer this music. Please give Elin. The upper half is good stuff. Oh my. I don't know why I said that. I don't mind. The upper half is the most done. Noxalox, why don't you play WoW with me? Because you're a dirty feral druid. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Every class is viable. And you can play whatever you want. Just, you know, fucking smell like wet cat towel thing. Wow, I'm actually a bear. I saw you streaming the other day, and I was like, who the fuck is Big Zoba? I don't remember this person at all. Hi, Kiark. I saw you live, and I spent like 10 to 15 minutes being like, I don't know who this is. This has to be somebody from like nap time way back in the day. Because like, I don't remember who. And I was like, I was going into like different like websites to like track how long I'd been following. It was like, you've been following Big Zoba since 2016. And I'm like, who the fuck? Remy is always taken. Yeah. Once I figured that out, once I was like, oh, it's this person. Oh, cool. I saw you were on Heroic Onsrek. That is what I'm going to be doing for 3 hours tonight. We've only put like 3 or 4 attempts onto Heroic Onsrek, and they're always at the end of a raid when we get there. So it's like, hey, let's just pull to see what it's like. It's yeah, not gonna get her down tonight. I stare at my VNet add to Yulin sent 6 months ago. Wait. Do I have like a pending friend request? Or is this like, cause I have your old account, right? Or maybe I don't. Oh, I don't think I could check it right this second. Yulin is so mean sometimes. Negative, I had a purge. You purged me? I didn't survive a purge? I thought we were like forever friends. I don't understand what I did wrong. Remy, did you ever play BDO? So I raided you from Havoc's recommended friend since we talked on Discord that one night. Oh, re-added. You. No. I tried it. I only gave it like 10 minutes, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go play Terra. Terra's better. And then this year, I played it again on stream. Hi, Nick. And like, holy cow. I think BDO is like the worst new player experience I've ever seen in an MMO. I offer forever friendship. Always to Nox. Not on stream on Discord? Wait, no, you did stream it. Yeah, I did stream it. Good. Good, Remy. Even if I don't interact with a lot of my old friends all the time, it's like, I don't know. I still want them on a friends list to like, kinda keep tabs on them. I never reach out. But it's like, I still want to know they're doing well, / alive. Yulin replaces friends and ghosts them. Pixel, it's literally the opposite! I'm the one who got purged! It's very rare that I unfriend people. Even on, like... Even on VRChat, there's, like, a few people that I'm like, I don't want this person on my friends list. But I'm never gonna purge them. There's one in particular that I want to get rid of. But I don't, because life is just easier. Because if I got rid of them, they're the type that would, like, stare at their friends list every day and make sure that the number is the same. And if it goes down at all, they'd, like, check the spreadsheet they've made of their VRChat friends and be like, which one is no longer there? Oh, Yulin done added me. why did he do that? And then he'd like message me on Discord, and I'd be like, I don't want to deal with this dude. Caclamau, lol, raffle. Hey man, let's not focus on the negatives. Maybe I don't know who Yulin was. I know Noxidium. Oh god. Remy, do you know about the Noxidium name and how I got in trouble for that? Not really in trouble, but like was in a little bit of drama for it. Yulin, why is Icy Fire so very cute? Personality, dedication, discipline, kinda small size. Proxy, your face is drama? No. So when Wrath of Lich King was coming out, we were still at the end of Burning Crusade. I was planning to play a Death Knight. And I was looking through my DeviantArt, like I did every day, checking all the new pieces of art that I checked every morning. I had a lot of people followed on DeviantArt. Hi, Siri. And I had a friend named Callie Cat. She was a hunter in WoW. That's where I met her. And she had this DeviantArt page that was really cool. She did pretty good art. And I was going through her gallery, and I saw that she did a piece that was like Callie Cat X Noxidium. And I was like, whoa. The character's whatever, but Noxidium, that's a really cool name. And I message her and I'm like, Callie, is this your character? Like someone else's? They're like, what character? And I'm like, Noxidium. They're like this weird shadow looking thing in this art piece. And they're like, I don't know, probably mine. And I was like, do you mind if I use that name in WoW? And she's like, no, not at all. So I use the name in WoW. I make that my Death Knight. And I play that. At some point, I don't know why, but at some point I took like literal screenshots of the Death Knight in Valorant and uploaded them to DeviantArt. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I don't know why people would want to see screenshots of WoW on DeviantArt, but I did. And immediately somebody sent me a message that was like, hey, you named your character Noxidium? That's someone's OC, you stole that. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, that's a person's name, you can't just use that. And I was like, you're weird. I knew posting these to DeviantArt was a bad idea. I delete the pictures. I then get a DM on DeviantArt that's like, hey, I've been told that you have a character in a game that uses the name Noxidium. That's my OC. You can't just use that name. That's like really like what you can't just use that, dude. And I was like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure I could. I'm pretty sure you don't own the word. I got it from my friend Callie Cat. And yeah, even if it was like this is a thing you have, I'm not going to change it because that costs money. If you want me to change it, fucking send me $25. But, like, I've been using this name for a year. People know me as Noxidium. People call me Nox. I've got a few friends that call me Noxy Nox. So, yeah, I'm not gonna change it. And, like, she was like, I find this incredibly disrespectful. You know, I'm gonna get you canceled. Literally just like, I'm literally going to cancel you, right? And here's the funny thing. I'm not really cancelable. I don't post deviations. Like, nothing changes for me if everybody hates me on DeviantArt, because nobody knows me on DeviantArt. I literally just follow people. That was it. I just followed people and would look at the, you know, every morning it'd be like, I'd go to the deviations page. And it'd be like, hey, of the 200 artists you follow, 5 of them put up a new art today. So it was like, okay, I don't really care. I later found that she wrote like a blog post about me that was like, I'm so mad. Somebody stole my name. They use it in World of Warcraft. And they stole my name. I told them to change it, and they said they can't because their friends call them Noxy Nox. And because it's too nostalgic for them. Bitch, I made the name. It's nostalgic for me. And you stole it. You just stole it from me. And like, I was like, oh my god, this bitch crazy. Something like 3 months later, we transferred servers. We went from, I think it was Maiev that we were on. And we went to Lightning Blade. And when we were going to Lightning Blade, I was like, I got an idea. I'm gonna make a character on Lightning Blade named Noxidium. So when this character transfers over, it'll be like, yeah, that name's taken, you need to choose a new one. And I'll change it. At the time, I was playing the Tales of Symphonia Dawn of a New Age game, which is the Tales of Symphonia sequel. One of the worst Tales games. And there was a character in it named Tenebrae. And so I think I made my character like, Tenebium, to get rid of the Nox part. And so very briefly I went by Tenebium. And everyone's like, this name fucking sucks, and kept calling me Nox, and I was like, yeah. And then when we went to Blackhand, that's when I was like, I'll take the Nox part, because everybody calls me Nox. And I'll take Diablo 2 runes, so I'll be like Noxco, Noxith, Noxzod, and that'll be all my alts. But that's how I got rid of the Noxidium name. And why. I didn't think Noxidium was that bad. Actually, once I learned Nox was Latin for night, I was like, oh, this is fucking cringe and lame. I don't even want Nox anymore. Your face is drama. Are you saying my face is so pretty that it causes so much drama from people getting jealous and fighting each other over me, Proxy? Yes? Wait, really? Oh. This is so sudden. Thank you. No what? Hi Proxy, hi Bio, Siri, hi Siri. Violet Proxy, blah, Proxy pretty. Yes. I'm gonna patent my name, so no one can be Violet. I'm the upgrade. Oh god, Lamau, it's just a name. Yeah, you can like literally take the name Pikachu in MMOs. And this person on DeviantArt is like, you cannot have my name. I've made a post on DeviantArt, and so by default, it is copyrighted. Cancelled. No wonder I purged USMH. Oh Jesus, not the blog post. Oh no, I'm cancelled. My friend is named Tenebrae? You stole their name, Yulin. No. I was Tenebium, so it's okay. Noxlin. Not as cringe as Exum. Alright, you guys want to know my favorite Remy story? Big Zoba, who used to go by Remy, who used to go by Exum. Here's one of my most memorable... Hi, Air. Hi, Proxy. Here's one of my most memorable stories about them. Oh, no. So, Exum, Big Zoba, he was like my first PvP friend. He was the first friend of mine that was like really into arenas, really into PvP. There was a moment where we're in Borean Tundra, and we see a group of Alliance near the Torin Tonka village in Borean Tundra. And there's 5 of them. I think they're like killing the guards or something. We land there. And Remy's just like, let's fucking kill him. And I'm like, yeah, let's kill him. Let's wait for more people and then we'll jump their ass. And he's like, what? Why would we wait for people? We got us here. And I'm like, Exum is 2v5. We can't win a 2v5. That's not how this works. And he goes, if we lose, then we just wait for more people. Let's go. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm switching specs. He's like, switch specs fast. I'm going. And I'm like, okay. And I'm doing the like 10-second like cast time to switch specs. By the time I switch, and I think it like messed with my health or something because then I sat down and started eating. He killed 3 of them. He literally just destroyed 3 of them in 2 seconds. And then the other 2 were like running away as he chased them down. I didn't do shit. I literally just stood there on top of this building looking down at him as they're all dead, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I genuinely... You must have, like, killing spreed them or something. But, like, literally, you were just like, let's go, let's go. They're dead, I got them. Good job, Nox, we got them. I think that might have been exactly what you said. Of, like, good job, Nox, we got them. I'm like, I literally didn't do anything. Emo phase name. Yeah, Siri, sweetie, proxy. No one can be proxy but me. It's trademark, not patent. Patents run out. Fun fact. I learned that golden barrels apparently taste like cum. From chat. Oh no, not too similar. You stole it. Big no lick deck. Right, chat? Penis versus peen PvP. Huh. There, I see fire. It's okay, Elin. You did the biggest amount of nothing, if that means anything. Oh, I think you death gripped one back to me. I think I might have, like... I don't know, because I don't think I even came down from the building. I think I literally, like... I switched, was healing, and then you killed 3 of them and were chasing, like, the 4th one while they ran different directions. And I think I might have been like, do I even need to get down from this building? Like... I didn't do anything. Oh my god, he's literally a god. Hi, Ellie. I'm so averse to PvP, Remy. It's just something that I just don't do at all. Hi, Ra. I don't know why. I like large-scale PvP. The most fun I've ever had in PvP in a game was Guild Wars 2 with World vs. World. I do like Alterac Valley. The one Gilneas one with the, like, workshop and the blimp. I find those fun. But, like... Maybe it's because I got Double Sinister Revenge Week 1. Week 2 of Nax release. Oh, Ellie. Ellie, stop me. I'm looking at watches, sunglasses, and cassette players again. With you guys, PvP will earn you confidence if nothing else. Or destroy it. Boy, wow. Hop it, nerd. Yeah, you right. Oh my god. I feel like a hair under my eyes. I think I got it. Hello, fam. You mentioned cassette players. I'm the last person to ask you about good money habits, so go for it. Ellie is not... It's not that it's, like, bad money habits. It's not like, oh, this is a problem. Ellie just likes spending money and having nice shit. We were talking about it the other day. Everything around Ellie is just nice. If they're buying something, they're buying the nice version of it. And then it was me. And then it was me. It's just like, yeah, I've got a fucking, you know, I could buy one of these, but you know, I don't really need one. So instead, I do this tedious thing, 10 minutes a day. Or you know, this is broken, but duct tape. Wait, low fam. It's these very bougie transparent ones. Oh, portable one. If it's recent, it's probably not worth it. Wrong banner. I'm gonna sneeze again. Why is today an allergy day? Hey Nox, I go to bed. Try to remember to add me or I'll yell at you in Discord DM. Okay, sleep well. Today is Monday. So we're doing the second half of our raid group. Our schedule is going to be Tuesday, Mondays, which is kind of wild. That's like the most inconvenient schedule. I don't know if anybody's had to raid on a weekly schedule with like 5 days between progression. I used to buy the $20 for a 6-pack of underwear, I get it. You know just how good things are out there? I mean, yeah, I literally don't. And anytime somebody says, like, you don't know what you're missing, I'm like, yeah. And I want to keep it that way. Because I'm happy, I'm satisfied. I don't want to be dependent on that shit. Like you. Trying to think of an example like that. Monitors for the longest time. I was a one monitor gamer for so long. Ah. We're at 1 mile already. That went fast. I went to the store yesterday. I had been getting 12 packs of eggs. I got an 18-pack. And I'm gonna try stacking them in the pressure cooker. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if the eggs are not gonna like touching each other like that. But we'll see. You farmed out 10k bone shards yesterday? Bone shards in War Within or like Isle of Giants? Yeah, but there's a tipping point with monitors. Like, you can live without 4, go to 4, then live with 3. This is true. Oh, Jesus. Can you boil eggs in a pressure cooker? Hard-boiled eggs are super easy in a pressure cooker. It's literally pressure cook 5 minutes, depressure for 5 minutes. If it still isn't unlocked, unseal the vent, and then ice bath 5 minutes. RuneScape? Okay. I was like, 10k bones in a day? That's like, that's kind of wild. And the only bone grind I know of is Isle of Giants, which is 10,000 bones. How are you, Ellie? Hard boiling eggs in the electric cooker is easy. Cast iron pressure cooking hard. I've been doing house chores all day and my body is sore. Good job. What's your prayer, Lofa? I need 47,000? Gah. I haven't been productive at all the last 2 days. The last 2 days, I have just been watching the Apothecary Diaries. I saw some clips on YouTube. I saw one really interesting scene. And I was like, well, shit, now I gotta watch this anime. Hopefully it's just 12 episodes, right? 24? Shit. It stopped airing March this year. And it has been announced for a season 2. Least productive Moogle, Breaking Bad the anime. It's good! I really liked it. I will say season 2 was less interesting. So season 1, I was like there the whole way. Well, okay, not season 1. There's the first 12 episodes, which feels like season 1. And then there's 13 through 24, which feels like season 2. But apparently it's technically all one season. Episodes 1 through 12 felt really good. I was really into them, and I'm like, I'm fucking loving this. And then 13, it felt like a season transition, and I was just like, this just feels too awkward. And I don't care about these episodes too much. Episode, like, 13 to, like, I don't know, 18 was like, I could drop this and probably be okay. And then it really picked up at the end. The final 5 episodes were like, oh, okay, I'm back in it. This is crazy. It has an ending I did not expect. It has an ending that was like, whoa. That is not where I thought that was going. And when I say ending, I just mean an ending to the season. There's a lot more planned. Somebody was telling me it gets risky. Somebody was telling me there's like sex in it and stuff, which I would expect. It's a brothel-themed anime. But the manga, it obviously doesn't go there in the anime. But in the manga, apparently it gets like that. You mean risque? Yeah. Risky equals risk and endangerment. Yeah, that's what I said. Risky. Also, I have 23,018. Risky. I did get dangly earrings and wore them the first time today. Pretty cute stuff. Murdered this Moogle. What the fuck? What did I do? Final Fantasy video. This is loud. Is this loud, guys? The fucking music slams in. I was like, that's not bad, right? And then it amped. Turn it up? No. I hate this zone. Turn that shit up way too dank. I don't mind this zone. There's not really anything here. Which zone was this? Was this Eastern Thanalan? Yeah, okay. I think this... Is this the one with the big baobab tree? There's all kinds of stuff there. There ain't shit here. You're here for like 2 levels. And they're fast levels. They're like level 12 to 13. I honestly don't remember any of the questing stuff in La-Noscea, Thanalan, and Gridania. Hi, G. Don't you get the 15 car there? I want to say that's Western Thanalan. But yes. Hi, how goes the walk? It goes good. We're at 1.2 miles. I was watching Foss last night. Foss actually played Final Fantasy. He's in post Endwalker. I shouldn't be telling this. He was playing Viper, and he's like, I just want to play Viper because I want to turn my brain off. It's the easiest spec in the game. People say Summoner is easier, but like, I don't know, Viper might be even easier than Summoner. And I was like... oh, that new one to me? Yeah, and I go... I think Viper is the easiest thing in the game. It's literally just match colors. Even somebody who's colorblind... Oh... And Foss is laughing because he's making the same joke, and we're both teasing our friend who's colorblind. You guys can probably figure out who. But one of our Final Fantasy friends literally cannot play Viper because they cannot see the colors, and Final Fantasy hasn't added a colorblind mode for Viper yet. A little fucked up. Oh wow, post Endwalker. How are you, Kiwo? Kyo? I always want to say Kiwo because of what people say with Cairo, damn it. How are you, Ellie? It's not that fucked up, Pixel, okay? You're just being sensitive. Gosh. Dude's so mad he's seeing orange. I'm alright, just woke up. So mean, you and SMH. I love that joke so much. So mad he's seeing orange. And the colorblind friend fucking hates it. I'm sorry, but it's already 60 degrees out. I get to release my Zoomer sigh. Is that too cold for you? What is it? It's 49 for me. But, like, you know, it's still early, so it'll heat up a bit. It's leather jacket weather. Theo's best cutie. I want to tell you guys about the most pathetic thing I saw this morning. So, have you guys ever seen the subreddit Ask Reddit? On Ask Reddit, you sometimes get, like, kind of thoughtful discussions, or, like, people coming together on a thing so that you learn in a way, right? Like r/Ask Reddit? Yes. Sometimes you'll get somebody asking a question that's like, what do you do when you have a bad day? And you'll get people that are like, honestly, I just disassociate. I just isolate from everybody. Watch something like The Office. Might take a day or two, but eventually I'll be back and, you know, do whatever. Probably not the best thing. You'll get people that have some, like, really good answers, like, I call my mom. Usually talking to my mom helps cheer me up, and sometimes she can tell when I'm down. Or maybe it's picked up that I call her when I'm feeling bad, and so she will, like, say things to cheer me up. And, like, you know, that's just something that always helps me get through a rough day, right? Commit OSHA violations after a bad day. A lot of people are giving, like, you know, good things to do, or just participating in the discussion of what to do when you have a bad day, right? That's a good Ask Reddit thread. I saw the most pathetic one yesterday. And the title was, Hi, North Prince. Chat do this. Hugging to Ewan. Hi, Technorave. Oh my goodness. Here was the Ask Reddit thread. Ladies, what is the most sexist thing an overweight gamer has done that made you instantly want to have sex with / be their girlfriend? I've never seen a more desperate and more like, bro, what the fuck? INDQ. Oh my god, you made it a 2. I don't know if it looks like... It doesn't it looks a little different in OBS because of the, like, badges people have. Finally a real Redditor. Ladies, what is the most sexist thing an overweight gamer has done that made you instantly want to have sex with / be their girlfriend? And it was just like, bro. Hi, Popstar. Don't pat me. You gotta hug Big Deck G. They don't like pats. They have like really pretty hair. And they don't want you to that's not the reason they don't like pats. But they like hugs. Hello, Yuleward. Is that like Squidward? I gotcha. I think my brain cells exploded themselves processing what Ewan just said. It's because of Big's hat. It's because what was it called again? It's because Big Deck has the head spin hole. He doesn't like it when you bring attention to it. Big Deck does not have a head spin hole. At least I don't think they do. The head spin hole, as I learned like 3 days ago, is what breakdancers get when they do a lot of head spinning without wearing hats like beanies. And so they just get a big bald spot on the top of their head from where they rip out all their hair. And then they get a lump of, like, sensitive tissue that, like, grows there because they're constantly applying pressure there. So the headspin pole is, like, it's not balding from the crown or the hairline. It's, like, literally directly top of the head bald spot. And you get a fleshy lump there. If you do a lot of breakdancing and headspins, wear a hat. What the fuck are you saying? Look it up, Techno Rave. Look up a headspin hole. I'm not making it up. Yulin plus Squidward OTP. Hi, Big Chow. Oh, good smile making Koshi and Nokoton Fumo plushies. Hell yeah. Why do you know this? Because Reddit. Headspin hole sounds cursed. My food almost ready, chicken and rice. I got a Sunday dinner yesterday, so I got a fucking sweet-ass burger. And my father, he's going down to Florida today to check on the house. He's either leaving tomorrow morning or he's leaving today. I forget which. But my mom made, like, a lot of cookies for his trip. I've already eaten all my cookies. She gave me, like, a little container of 12, and I could not stop myself yesterday and this morning. Chicken and rice? Hell yeah. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me chicken, soup, and rice. What? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, wow, I'm really bad at this. Hey, Yulin, I'm out of YouTube Premium, what do I do? You get more YouTube Premium. Or you get uBlock Origin. Pipeline? Is that on mobile? I have no idea. I used to have AdBlock Plus. And then there was the big, like, update that was like, none of the ad blocks work anymore. And then within a day, uBlock was like, we do. And everybody was like, switch to that one, Yulin. So we did. We had a few days, though, of, like, a video would end and it would go into an ad or something. And it was like, what the fuck? It's one of my clips. We're just walking and suddenly toothpaste ad. Yulin, can I steal your YouTube Premium? I don't have it. There's nothing to steal. That's not a thing I have had or have ever had. They really want me to have it. God, they keep fucking pushing it and being like, you want this? You want this? Skip the ads. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm already skipping them. Just get on your homie's family plan. Yulin, can I steal your stealing? Yes. Uh-huh. Is this still Eastern Thanaland? This is actually a different zone than I thought it was. Eastern Thanaland ain't that bad. That's where Camp Drybones is. North Prince watched 10 consecutive streams. Can I steal you? Aha. I was going to say yes, Violet, but then you did the E-boy laugh. Hey girl, your avatar is like really cute. Ahahaha. Can I steal you? Ahahaha. Oh god. Have you guys ever seen someone unironically do that laugh? It's so fucking... Once it's pointed out to you, once you know about it, it's like so hard not to laugh at. When you're just like in a world and you see somebody unironically, like this is their pickup line. They walk up to a girl and go, hey girl, your avatar is so cute. Ah ha ha ha. And it's just like, oh god. You would shush. I'm cringing. Would that work without the voice or laugh, Ewan? No. You have to have both. You have to have the fake-ass corpse husband voice, And you have to have the ha ha ha. I've never heard that, Lamau. Bullying me so bad. One of my favorite experiences in VR chat. Technically, I wasn't there. I was watching on stream. But I was watching my friend Leafeons. And she's in not a public world, but a very big Friends Plus world. So, like, a lot of people are joining off the people in this world. But it's not fully public. And there's a lot of, like, Zoomer humor going around. There's a lot of people just making loud noises and yelling. There's a lot of just shit going on. And she's like, Chan, I don't know how much longer I can be here. This is a really, like, you know, Krungo lobby. I don't know if I would still want to stay here. And her friend Sugar Cube joins. And Sugar Cube is really cool. She runs up to Leaf and she's like, oh my god, Leaf, hi. And she's like, hi, Sugar, hi. And Sugar Cube goes, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here. This place is fucking cringe. Everyone here is just a loser that's like, loud is funny. She literally says, everyone here just thinks loud is funny. And I shit you not. And E-Boy comes up to them, and he just is like 9 of 10 E-Boy. He just looks the part. And he comes up between them and he goes, oh my god, that's me! I think loud is funny! And like, all he heard was 2 girls, and one of them say loud is funny, and he just fucking threw himself in there. Not understanding that they're like, there's too many losers here that think loud is funny. He didn't hear the first part. And so, I feel a little bad for the guy. Because both Leafeons and Sugar Cube were streaming to like 100 plus people each. And so, a small corner of the internet was laughing at him, but they literally, Sugar Cube just immediately died. She's just immediately laughing her ass off and like falling out of her chair. Leafeons is like, I'm trying to not laugh in this guy's face, but holy shit. It was one of the most like, damn dude, you really needed to hear the first half of that sentences I've ever seen. Corpse Husband ruined E-Boys. Take care, Yulin, have fun with the Zoomers. No, don't leave me. Krungo. Is that Camp Dry Dingus? It was. That was Camp Dry Bones. You think he cared about the first part, Lamau? I don't think he had a lot going on in his head, Techno-Raid. I think he, you're bullying me and associated me with him. You know what, Violet? If you came up to me in a fake-ass Corpse Husband voice, and you said, damn boy, your avatar is so cute, ah ha ha ha, I'd let you. And I don't just mean like, I'd let you, I mean like, I'd let you. Okay? You're different, Violet. You could hit me with the worst pickup line, and I'd let you get away with it. Because you're special. You're different. I'm gonna start screaming every 3 seconds now. You are gonna get uninvited from nap time. What? Hi, Sleepy. Getting ideas for my entrance? God, please, no, Ellie. I need a drink. Meow. Oh yeah. I'm gonna start drinking, chat. Aha. Because apparently that's peak humor according to public lobbies. Please, no. So I finished Apothecary Diaries, right? It is going to have Season 2 in 2025. So next year, we'll get Season 2. And like, shit. I like Season 1. I'll probably watch it. I really liked it. There's not really a character that I'm like, this is the best character. Maybe Mau Mau? I'm interested to see where some of the, like, stories go. Because the way it works is they introduce a problem and a mystery, and then Mao Mao solves it. And, like, the first 3 times, it's like, here's a problem, she solves it. Here's the next problem. She does some investigating, finds this little weird clue, solves it. In the second season, they're like, okay, here's 5 problems. And she kind of tackles them one by one. But at the end of season 2, there's like 3 unresolved issues that you're like, that's gonna be a thing later on. I've never been in a public? Dork Diaries. What the fuck? Don't go into one, you won't like it. Leafeon stole Leafeon from Pokemon. I know. I can't believe Pokemon, Game Freak from Nintendo, is going to write a blog post about how can she do this. They're ruining her reputation online. Who cares if her friends call her Leafeon? Do it, Oki, oh no. Leafeon's, she said at times like she wants to change her name because she, like, you know, wants to disconnect from the whole Pokemon association. She has spelled it differently, so she's like legally distinct, and like there's really not much aside from the leaf, ears, and tail. There's not much of the Pokemon in her OC. But she's still like, I don't know. But then, like, what would she go to, right? And the whole transition would hurt your brand. When you rename, typically you do lose numbers, so. My story, Leafeon Gate. Nintendo, when they found out Leafstream, time for court. Nintendo actually isn't that bad with lawsuits. They are. They are absolutely fucking annoying with lawsuits. But they're not, like, so aggressive that they sue everybody they can. Which is weird to think about. They just go after the high-profile lawsuits. So when we look at, like, Pokemon mods for games, there's only been 16 lawsuits. There's, like, 10,000 mods for Pokemon. And they've only had 16 lawsuits, which is like, wait, what the fuck? I would have thought they go after everyone they can. They win 100% of the cases they start. They do. I'm hoping they lose Palworld. I'm hoping they go after Palworld and that fails. But they do have a really good track record, and they typically only start fights they win. That kid is crazy. I do sometimes, as long as Pokemon Clover is left alone. Oh, that KD is crazy. Euland. Yes, hi. You just walked into a wall? No, I walked into a door. It opened, right? I was really confused by Ellie's KD. For some reason, I really wanted to read that as kid. You just walked into a wall. Okay. Every now and then I fuck up the editing. So what I do when I make these videos, I record them, and I record each section. And I've gotten into a habit of, like, I want to consistently, when I start the first section, I stand there for 3 seconds, and then I start walking. So I hit record, count to 3, start walking. And then every section that I end, and every section that I start after that, I'm already walking. So there shouldn't be stops. Now, I didn't do that for like 50 videos or something. So there's a lot of them where I stop, and then it ends. Or like straight up walk into something. Sometimes what will happen is I'll walk into a wall and it's supposed to be cut like a second or two before that. And then there's supposed to be like a fade out. And sometimes I just miss a step. And my proofreading them, my checking them, is watching them on stream the next day. Elin no clipping through walls. Immersion broken gur. I read it as a kid too. I read it as a kid. Sometimes I gotta bee hop through the airport to get to my gate. It's cool. I see, I see. Mm-hmm. Euland High, I wonder where Bits is. Bits is on a very inconsistent sleep schedule right now because of the pregnancy. So he might not be here. Huh? You better eat some fucking food. What do you mean, huh? What's up? What is that at? You know what, huh? Was it about my muted joke where I was waving my arms around and not saying anything for like 20 seconds? Miss Teacher, what are the holidays? We'll do them soon. We'll do them soon. No, it was just... I don't know. I had like a moment, Ellie, where I was like, okay, Euland, okay. I just had a moment where I was like, oh, I haven't done this joke in a while. So I just didn't say anything while waving my hands around. Did a little chopping motion. Nobody was having my shit, though. Except for you. Except for you with the huh. Very cute. Thank you. Hee. Very demure. You guys ready for holidays? Let's do holidays. Did I leave Discord on the right thing? Nope, I left it on my general chat. Dude, I little... No. Actually, no. Before we talk about the holidays, because we've talked about Pokemon a little bit, we have to talk about the Giga Leak. I'm not ready. Wait a second. Very peen. Holidays. We're gonna delay holidays a little bit. We have to talk about the leaks. Because yesterday, they'd only been out for like 5 or 7 hours when I started streaming, so I didn't really have time to go through much of them. Today, I've read through a little bit of the leaks. I've looked at more of the sprites. Holy moly! Hi, Biggie. I am back, my promised consort, Euland. You know, it's funny you say promised consort because I just watched Apothecary Diaries, which is a whole thing about concubines and brothels. Hi, Ty. Nah, fuck all, though. We gotta talk about Peak Miku X Gundam collab. We actually did a little bit ago, I think. I don't remember. Miku collabs with everyone. Just got slapped with the old... Found a video from 9 years ago. Checked to see when it was uploaded, and it said 2015. Fraud in SMH. Okay. So the Pokemon... Game Freak had a lot of leaks. We've seen a lot of concept lore, and we've seen a lot of concept art. As well as a lot of concept ideas. The concept art, a lot of the sprites, kind of wild. Kind of crazy. Even more, I think the craziest thing coming out of all this, though, is some of the lore. Some of the lore for these Pokemon is, like, absolutely unhinged. So, if anybody has seen posts about Octillery, or Typhlosion, or, Slacking... What the fuck, dude? This is Pokemon! Please don't tell me people are canonically fucking low funny. No. It's all concept lore, so none of it is canon. It is all just, like, stuff that, like, they considered putting in the game. And then was, like, it just didn't make it. And, like, some of these stories in particular. the 3 stories I'm gonna go over, these never had a shot at being lore. This is like one guy who, I don't know, to vent, to like blow off some steam. He just wrote like the most unhinged horror Pokemon stories possible that are very much themed after like, they're themed after like Japanese myths that are like, oh, that's completely inappropriate. Ewan making fun of colorblinds and mutes. What's next? Now, fuck all though. We gotta talk about Peak. Get back my promised consort. Just got stopped with the old video. Fraud and SMH. Please don't tell me people are canonically fucking low funny. No. Beach episode tax paid? Hell yeah. Octillery is just the deep from The Boys. I've actually never watched The Boys. Alright, who is getting brutally murdered? Okay. Let's talk about the Octillery story first. So, in the Octillery story, this guy, he's walking along the ocean, and he sees an Octillery. And so he fucks it. And then he, throws it back in the water and goes about his day. The next day, he's walking the same path, and he sees an Octillery. Doesn't know if it's the same one, doesn't know if it's a different one, but he's like, you know what? That felt fucking great yesterday. Let's do it again. He fucks the Octillery. Throws it in the water. Goes home. Has a dream. In the dream, there's an Octillery who's like, I cannot come to you. You must come to me. I will bear our child. It is not my child. It is not your child. It is our child. You must come to me and raise him. An Octillery of all Pokemon? So on the 3rd day, he goes out to where he fucked the Octillery, and there is a human child there. And so he raises it as his own. The human child, I think eventually this guy just dies, and the human child's like, I don't know, 10 or something. It goes out to the ocean where his dad first found him. And it finds a bunch of sailors with swords. And it wants to be like them. Hi, fool. It wants to be like the sailors with swords, so it finds its own sword. And this sword's like the best sword. This Octillery human hybrid thing goes into the forest, and it sees an Ursaring, the bear Pokemon. And so it's like, I want to test my sword. And he cuts its mouth, just fucking slashes its mouth wide open. And then he gouges its eyes out, and he's like, Teehee, this is fun, my sword is strong. He then spends the rest of the day just doing shit like this to every Ursaring he comes across. Cutting off their ears, gouging out their eyes. He does this to like 30 Ursarings. But then he gets lost. He gets lost and he finds a cave. And in this cave are a bunch of humans. And the elder of the cave, who's like missing an eye, is like, come, sleep here. And he falls asleep. And he wakes up, and he hears all the humans talking about stuff again. But he doesn't really understand it. He notices that a lot of them are missing ears, a lot of them are missing eyes. He falls asleep again. He wakes up, and they're like, do you want to leave? And he's like, yeah. And the elder is like, I will guide you out of the cave. Why did you do that, though? Why did you cut all the Ursarings up and kill some of them? That was a really fucked up thing to do. Anyway, I'll guide you out of the cave, and then there will be a Wailord on the shore. Give him your sword that you brutally murdered a bunch of Ursaring with. And so he leads him out of the cave. The kid with the sword goes home. Takes the village to the shore. Sees the Wailord there. Loses the sword or something. Hi, Riddle. And then another Ursaring comes out, and it charges the villagers. And so the Octillery kid, the human hybrid thing, he doesn't have his sword, so he decides to fight the Ursaring without the sword, and he and the Ursaring get their hands on each other's necks and choke each other to death. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this Octillery story that was a concept piece to be put in a fucking 10-year-old child's Pokemon game. Fucking what? Why was this made? I don't know. This never should have been made. It definitely shouldn't have been on Pokemon official company computers. So he's either sex or killing. Wait, this is the Family Guy line? An Octillery of all Pokemon? All these posts are not Pokemon you would expect. It's already confirmed that people canonically fucking marry Pokemon. I didn't know that was canon. That's like, wait, what? I want to eat, but I can't. I need healing. Oh, no. Finally, some good fucking lore. No. Needs a bit more lore fleshed out in the middle, but it's alright. Sounds cool. Why was it not in Pokemon? Then there's a Slakoth story. So in the early days where, like, Pokemon and humans didn't get along, there was a village next to a forest. And there was a girl and her companions. And anytime they came across a Slakoth, which is like a sloth Pokemon, they would just beat the shit out of it. They would, like, gouge its eyes out, or, like, pull an arm off, or just outright kill it. They were horrible. They tortured these things. And they tortured a ton of them. Why are we beating the Pokemon? Because why not? I'd marry fucking Eatulin, so it's not far-fetched. They were just killing these Slakoths. Well, one day, the girl was alone. She didn't have her friends with her. And she chased a Slakoth, or she went into the forest. And she saw one sleeping up in a tree. And so it was, she climbs up the tree. She's gonna fuck with the Slakoth. But she falls while climbing, and she hurts her leg. Well, when she fell, a bunch of other Slakoth came up, and with them was a Vigoroth. A Vigoroth is the evolved form of a Slakoth. And she's like, oh shit, I can't fuck with a Vigoroth on my own. I gotta get the fuck out of here. So she tries to run away, but she just hurt her leg, so she can't. So the Vigoroth and a bunch of the Slakoths, they catch her, and they beat her up. And they bring her deeper into the forest. When she wakes up, she's in like a grove. And there's Slakoths and Vigoroths all over. And near this grove is a lake. And in the lake is a bunch of dead Slakoths. All the ones that she and her friends had killed, the living Slakoths had collected and thrown in the lake. And she's, like, horrified by this, because she's like, oh god, we've killed a lot more than I thought we did. She starts to get up to, like, try and sneak away, but a Slaking walks up to her. This is the final evolved form of a Slakoth. And it walks up to her, and as it's approaching her, she passes out because she's so scared. When she wakes up, she has been raped by the Slaking, and she goes home. She goes home and has a child, and it is a Slakoth. She gives birth to a Slakoth. And she hates it at first. She's horrified by it. But at the same time, it came from her, and her motherly instinct kicks in, and she decides to raise it, and she loves it. After a couple months of raising this Slakoth, her companions who had, like, been on a trip or something, they come back to the village, and they see this Slakoth outside her house, and they kill it. They just kill it right there. Hi, Archangel. And she, upon finding that they kill it, is devastated. She picks it up and runs into the forest. And they're confused, so they chase after her. And they come to the grove of the Slakoths and the Vigoroths. And she throws herself and her dead Slakoth child into the lake of dead Slakoth corpses. And, you know, dies. And from then, the village learned, oh, she got along with a Slakoth, so we should too. And they started being nice to Pokemon. What did you guys think of the Slakoth story? That's the scrapped lore for Slakoth. Damn, they love the eye gouging. Why are we beating the Pokemon? I don't fucking know. Yeah, it was Arceus and Sword and Violet. There are NPCs that talk about marrying a Pokemon or having an ancestor that married a Pokemon. I know there's like weirdos that talk about marrying a Pokemon, but it's not like a thing they did. It's like a weirdo Pokefan who's like, can I marry my Pokemon? Maybe that's a thing I can do. Fuck with the slack off. Vigoroth, let's go. How are you, Riddle? Hi, Nick. Went to a dentist and got my tooth pulled. Ah. Moral of the story was cool. I love blanking in my children's game. This is a joke, Twitch. What are you up to, Riddle? I didn't read the third story. The third story is about Typhlosion, and apparently the worst one of all. Apparently in this one, Typhlosion kidnaps a girl, gaslights her, sexual relations with her a lot, and just fucks with her entirely. And like, it was long. It was like 10 paragraphs. I was like, holy shit, I don't have time to read this. The memes from it are incredible, though. I've seen a meme of, like, Meganium, the least favorite starter from Gen 2, writing Typhlosion lore to ruin its reputation forever. Yeah, so I scheduled an eye exam. Yeah? I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm nearsighted. And I was like, was I always nearsighted? And I think when I was a kid, I had great vision. I had, like, perfect vision. And I don't actually know if it was a gradual change in my eyesight or, like, sudden. I sent you a Typhlosion meme? Oh, no. But I do remember the exact moment where, I realized I was nearsighted. I was at the dorm room with my college roommate. And my roommate was like, whoa, look at that spider on the wall. And I was like, there's no spider on the wall. And he's like, what? No, like, right there, look at it. I was like, dude, I don't see it. There's nothing there. And he was like, are you serious? Dude, you need glasses. Get closer. And so I got up. I started walking to the wall. And this black dot just phased into existence. And I was like, what the fuck? Huh? I was maybe like 15 feet away from it and I couldn't see. It was a fairly small spider. Thank you, Typhlosion meme. It was gradual for me. I don't know if it was gradual because there was just like, oh, I'm aware of it now. I'm getting to the age where my parents need glasses, so I too should get my vision checked. What, nearsighted? Nearsighted. So N-E-A-R space S-I-G-H-T-E-D. You said you sent me a meme, but you just put it in the memes channel. Or did you? No, you didn't. You didn't send me a meme at all, Pixel. Or was it yesterday, not just now? You did? Okay, it was yesterday. Typhlosion after the leak. Yeah, it's... yesterday? Okay. My favorite one so far has been Meganium making up the Typhlosion lore to ruin his reputation forever. That's the thing that I've just been like, it's so fucking bad. I mean, looking at board for me was the revelation. Nearsighted, sighted what? God damn it, Ty. I wish I still had my middle school journal we kept in English. I documented it yesterday. Yesterday. The leaks have been crazy. The concept Pokemon, some of them were like crazy dark. Some of them were like, whoa, that's not a Pokemon. That's like straight up a Digimon. Hi, I can't click on that because it's a video. But based on the text, I'm like, fuck, I want to see that. I want to click on that so bad. Do you know spelling it? How little it narrows it down? Yes, I do, Riddle. Spelling it narrows it down exactly to what it is. Because that's how it works. Did you see my new art? I don't think I did. I think the most recent new art I saw was low fam stuff, so I don't think I've seen yours. Click on what? Ty sent me a video pixel. It's a video that says, when you die in hardcore World of Warcraft, but KSI's song starts playing. Euland, I would buy you, but I'm missing a tooth. Spelling it out narrows it down in, like, immensely. Exactly. If you say nearsighted and I go, no, nearsighted. Near space Sighthed. You know exactly what the context is now. And if you don't, you could, like, spell it yourself and look it up. Let's see proxy art. You didn't send me the image. You sent me the link to it in your server. Oh, I should not have clicked that. I should not have clicked that. Okay, it did go. I was like, and this is, I clicked on the link and I was like, is this going to take me to the Proxy Steakhouse? Or is this going to open it? That'd be really bad if it opened it. Which channel is it, Proxy? The fucking nerd. That one? Okay. Is that a channel? Okay, there it is. Holy. Hell yeah. Also, goddamn, Proxy, that fucking thing is huge. I gotta go to the holidays. Hey, Proxy Aerial. I didn't ask for it that big. I don't need to determine what size it is, because people know what size it is for me. Big Typhlosion. It is not a Typhlosion. If Proxy commissioned Typhlosion art that soon after the leaks, that'd be crazy. Wait, it's tits? Answer to match the ones he drew for Holo in Texas? Gotcha. You guys ready for the holidays? But I think he wanted it bigger. Be Bald and Be Free Day. Oh. Columbus Day. Indigenous Peoples Day. Is that fucked up? Is that fucked up putting Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day on the same day? This must be in a channel I can't see. Be Bold, nope. No, Be Bald. B-A-L-D. National Chocolate Covered Insect Day. They had us going in the first half. I saw chocolate covered and I was like, fucking let's go. And then insect, and I was like, nope. Nope. Indigenous people is Columbus Day. It's just some don't use the new name. See, I would have thought it was like, hey, Columbus Day fucking sucks because Christopher Columbus was an asshole. Let's take away his holiday and do indigenous people. Columbus love their indigenous. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. No, it's part of the reclamation thing. That's what I would have thought. That is the concept of it, yes? Okay. National Dessert Day. How do you guys keep track of desert and dessert? I remember being told you want more dessert and you want less desert. So desert, the sand one, only has one S. And dessert, the sweets that you want more of, has two S's. That's how I keep them apart. National Frump Day? What the fuck is Frump Day? Somebody look up Frump Day. National Kick Butt Day. National Lowercase Day. That does not need to be a holiday. That literally is just stupid. National Online Banking Day. National Real Sugar Day. Native American Day. Thanksgiving Canada. World Standards Day. As a concept of it, yes, insect is not bad, but I love my steak and gas. I don't think insects are bad. Like, we eat water bugs. We literally eat shrimp constantly. How are, like, ground bugs any fucking different? But there's something that's just like, oh, I don't like this. I don't wanna. Euland, I wanna clap your frumps. Keep track of. Like, I'm gonna lose both of them? Is that the thing Marge does when she dances? You only ever want to cross the desert once. They always want to get a second desert. So kind of the same logic as mine. The world has standards, water's a luxury. I eat 8 spiders a night. Did you guys know that on average, a human being eats 4 spiders in their sleep a year? Most people actually eat 0, but then there's that Greg guy over there eating 400 a day, really throwing off the average. It's not water bug, it's water cockroach. As an indigenous person myself, we have the North of June. At least here in Canada. What do you mean by... Oh, the month of June. Okay, I was like, North of June, huh? I see. This Yulin guy cannot read. Listen. Yes. Oh my God, stop. Why'd you put icy at the fucking front of your name? Damn it, I hate this. Moogle can Moogle. Desert are not bad, all desert can get green. Deserts are not bad, of course. They actually are thriving ecosystems with a lot of cool shit in them. But, yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in one. Well, okay. I'd be okay with living in a desert by the literal technical definition of less than 10 inches of water a year. But, like, I wouldn't want to live in, like, a fucking hot desert. That's not a place I want to live. I wouldn't want to live in a hot... I could handle a cold desert, but... Give me, like, a just, you know... A temperate desert? Yeah, sure. Imagine a rainy desert? That literally doesn't work. Because what defines a desert is less than 10 inches of rain a year. So you just can't have a rainy desert. Why not? I just explained why. A desert is defined by its lack of rain. So you cannot have a rainy desert. A tundra is a cold desert. That is a desert up north where everything is frozen, but they don't get rain. I mean, in Canada there is a desert? Yes. They're called tundras. They're not rainy. That's just not how it works. It's not a matter of whether I know it or not. It's that they literally contradict each other by definition. But it don't have ice? Yes, it does. That's the whole thing of a tundra, is that it's snow and frozen. Well, not snow. They have frozen ground layers, but they don't get snow or rainfall. That is what a tundra is. I reject your reality and substitute my own. He could only be around alert. I keep looking at my notes and seeing the... Ladies, what is the most sexist thing in Overweight Gamer? I just keep reading that and be like, that's Oh, that guy's so fucking sad. Okay, but there's a sand desert in Canada somewhere. I actually don't think there is. There might be sand in an area, but I wouldn't say it's a big enough place to be like, this is a biome. Wait, let me check. Okay. I could be wrong on that. There could be a whole sandy desert up there. But that's not a rainy desert. Okay, so guys, we hit day 450, and I should have played Wind Waker then. Then we hit day 452, and I couldn't play it yesterday. So I was thinking I would do it today, right? And then I realized, wait, I have a WoW raid today. And I have a WoW raid Tuesday. And I have Star Wars Wednesday. And if Star Wars doesn't happen Wednesday, it should happen Thursday. Shit. And I'd have something Friday. What WoW are we raiding? Second raid day for Nerebar Palace. I return what I miss. And so, I don't know when I'm gonna do the 450 celebration. I think it's gonna be Thursday. I'm pretty sure the artist will tweet it in the next few days. Oh, hello, Proxy. Hello. On today, Ty, we have 3 hours of straight progression on Heroic Onsurek. Can't wait. The guy that don't like outdoors telling me I'm wrong. Man, someday I just want to break you and leave him all ragged and wet. Just killer like Lamau. That simple. Okay, Riddle. Tell me what a rainy desert is. Because a desert is defined by less than 10 inches of rain. So how the fuck do you get a rainy desert? It's not a matter of like... I just... What are you upset about? A Riddle hug. And I'll need to borrow you one night. Which night and for what? And okay. Is it Cuddles? Got a new equipment, want to see if tracking works with it? You know I don't have DPS, right, Proxy? I never set that up. Unless you're just gonna give me one of yours. Then I'm... Okay. I can use one of yours. It's a bike? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we can try that too. Well, very rarely, a desert can be showered with rain. Yes. So some mornings I can ride along? That would be so... That actually has me so excited, Proxy. That has me so excited that it's like breaking the excitement meter. I'm just like, wow, I'm so excited. But that's really fucking cool. I'm not upset, I'm just derpy and love thinking outside the box. Full wave. Holy shit, Proxy on the Yulin stream? I know. Blue Twitch is fucking Star Citizens, folks. I mean, honestly, Pixel, it might be forever. Because if their house is destroyed, they're not going back there. They're not going to get another house in Florida. And, it would just be like, you know, they stay in one place for the whole year. The houses they were looking at buying. So they were looking at a mountain home and selling this one, right? They were looking to buy a new mountain home and upgrade from this one. All the places they were looking at were like Georgia, North Carolina, and literally all of them have been wiped out by the floods. So, not only is it like, hey, the Florida house isn't happening, but now they're just probably going to stay in this house for like another 2-3 years. And like... That's that. Ma'am, what does this mean? That's ma'am, sir. Was it this year that Sahara's green again? Yes. Hope everything is fine. I also hope everything is fine. I'm going back to bed. Good night, Ty. Sleep well. Even though to take the worst places to make house. Well, it was fantastic 100 years ago. 100 years ago, even 10 years ago, Florida was awesome. But we've got global warming. We are increasing the rate at which hurricanes happen by creating better conditions for them to form. And now they happen every fucking year. You know that artist? Peggy's. It's like... And they still feel like they got value out of the home. They've had the Florida house for like, I don't know, 8 or 10 years. And they've absolutely loved it. If the house is destroyed, I think they get an insurance payout. It's not like a massive payout. It's not like, hey, $2 million, we can buy a new house. It's nothing like that. We will improve, adapt, evolve. But it's not the end of the world if the house is gone. Wait, no, that means existing properties that are still standing on are lower priced. Government might decrease or temporarily remove property tax. The rich profit? Wait, no. That means existing properties that are still standing are lower priced. Government might decrease or temporarily remove property tax. That does mean the rich profit. What the fuck? Also, hypoxia. I saw... Speaking of the hurricane stuff, there's a big news from the mountain region, so North Carolina, I believe in that area. FEMA has had to stop helping an area. Yes, they did it in Puerto Rico a while back. FEMA had to just stop helping an entire region. And you know what the reason was? The people in the area were attacking FEMA workers. I'm sorry, fucking what? The people out there providing disaster relief, bringing food, bringing clothing, bringing shelters. They were attacking them, and so FEMA has just said, get the fuck out of there. Don't get hurt. Stop providing relief there. Which is like, what? Literally biting the hand that feeds you. We've gone full Ubisoft's The Division. Hi, Iron Man. Thank you for the follow. That's fucking insane to me. Like, I just don't know how that happens. I know we saw something similar in, like, Houston a while back, where they had a really bad flood, and, like, they had people bringing out linemen out there that were, like, fixing the telephone and power lines. And people were like, what are you doing? You better get off my property. I don't trust you. And they're like, dude, we're literally in a work vehicle fixing the telephone lines. What do you want from us? Yeah, I read something about someone's dad literally refusing help because Trump said shit. That was a couple days ago. This guy was like, FEMA bad because Trump told me so I don't want no FEMA help. And they were like, you do realize you are declining thousands of dollars in food for the next few months, and we will not come to your house and fix it. And he was like, Trump said FEMA bad. And so this guy's just fucked for the next few months. Like, literally refusing any help? Yes. That is a different story, but the same line of, like, what are they doing? They're gonna make a blackout exclusion zone soon, and crime will be lit up more than a Texas Saturday? It's just like... Dude, I don't get it. I don't understand how, like, Trump is just walking around. Like, how is he not in jail forever for all he's done? He's fucked, and he's fucked everyone else who was thankful as well. So that guy, the guy that Proxy's talking about, that guy's only fucked himself as far as I know. The other one that I mentioned, with FEMA, like, not going into the zone, it's temporary. With that one, it's like, you know, they're telling their FEMA workers to back off until it's safe. And they will probably go back in with, like, authorities. I don't think that one is, like, Never go here. It's now a lawless zone. I think it's just, hey, pause efforts here. Oh, and those YouTubers didn't tell us about that? Only that FEMA is taking supply from the people in need? Love right-wing conspiracy nuts? It's wild. It's crazy. Okay, good. I just don't understand how you, like, deny something like FEMA. Like, how does FEMA show up your door and be like, we have food for you to live for the next 2 weeks? And you're just like, absolutely not. Okay, dude, what is your plan? Like, is there an alternative that they have? Do they have, like, a bunch of dehydrated food to live off of? How do people be so short-sighted that they're like, I'm literally starving, but I won't eat FEMA? How the hell does that happen? Because I'm sitting here like, I have food for a week. If I ran out, I need fucking food. I don't have, like, emergency rations. I don't have, like, a bunch of dehydrated food I could fall back on. I don't have, like, a cabinet of canned food that would last me a month if shit goes wrong. I probably should. That'd be the best thing. I do have a decently sized bag of rice. So, like, I could probably go an extra week without, you know, going to the grocery store. Let me guess. FEMA put poison in the food? I mean, FEMA didn't do anything. Also, it's FEMA. I don't know if your phone's auto-correcting that. But, like, I just don't, how does that happen? Just, how do people get that crazy that they're like, I'm going to deny literal food? Well, I know how it happens. You've got these conspiracy theorists telling them the most insane shit. Like, drinking pasteurized milk will vaccinate you. So everybody in Idaho starts drinking unpasteurized milk and we get an E. coli outbreak. That's... There should be criminal charges in that. I feel like if a bunch of influencers and TikTokers start saying, like, don't drink unpasteurized milk, or don't drink pasteurized milk, it'll vaccinate you, and then there's an E. coli outbreak, I feel like everybody that got E. coli, well, I say got E. coli, everybody that got that outbreak should be able to sue those influencers. I don't know. Maybe that shouldn't be the case, because that's just too fucking stupid, and, like, you ought to know better. But at the same time, like, I don't know, we're a very educated side of the world. We know better. That's not how pasteurization works? I don't fully understand it. What I do understand... Hi, Cairo. What I do understand is... Hi, Zuby. Bro, I coughed up the most disgusting goop I've ever seen. Thank you for sharing. What I do understand is they have been saying pasteurized milk will vaccinate you. Pasteurization is literally just boiling the hell out of it? Right, they've been saying that will vaccinate you. So, in some of these areas like Idaho and Iowa, they have only been buying unpasteurized milk. No criminal charges, just natural selection. I'm hesitant to say no criminal charges, just natural selection, because to some degree, like, you're not going to be an expert on everything, right? And so if somebody's going around giving you, like, direct misinformation that affects your health, I feel like that's not okay. Pasteurization is literally just boiling the hell out of it. I mage fire ice. It is closer to barely cooking. I don't know. On one hand, I don't know where I feel with that. Because on one hand, that's so stupid. It's pasteurized for a reason. Don't believe some fucking stupid guy on TikTok that says, don't get pasteurized milk, it'll vaccinate you. Like, why would you believe that? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But on the other hand, no matter how stupid it is, if you go out there and say, hey everybody, go do this thing that will literally cause an E. coli outbreak, I feel like that's not okay. We can't just excuse that behavior. We can't excuse it with, oh, well, they should have known better. I don't use TikTok, I don't use Twitter. 100 degrees centigrade is boiling water content? Yeah, but is it getting to that? Or is it like a flash boil? Hi, I see. Fun fact. Not boiling it to destroy the good stuff, but hot enough to kill some bad bacteria. I feel like you guys are agreeing, but just like a little different on your definitions of what is cooking. Also, Kyra, the best snow bunny. It is, they recuperate the water through a narrow neck vent. Fun fact, my uncle died last year. Pixel, that's not a fun fact at all. Nothing about that was fun. Hee hee. Cac W. We're at 4 miles. I don't think we finish this video before we get 5. I'm scared to check. Riddle, can you take my illness? No, Zuby, they're dealing with a dentist trip this morning. They had a tooth pulled, so they're all like numbed up and, you know, out of it. You need to ask someone else. Riddle's off limits today. Man, I want to be numbed up. I want to talk to people about Apothecary Diaries. And every single person I'm like, have you watched this one? They're like, nah. I'm like, oh, okay. I know Full has... Wait, did Full read it? Maybe... no, I don't think Full did. Somebody read it. Somebody read it and they're like, that one's risky. Bad Cole, I want to numb up you. Oi. I don't know. Pixel, do you read much risky anime? What? Pharmacia Diary? Apothecary. Apothecary. Apothecary, like a chemist. Or somebody who makes drugs. Like a pharmacist. But, you know, it's more of a, like, medieval term, apothecary. Risky? I just fucking look at hentai douchins, my dude. Think Walter White? Okay, but like Pixel, are you saying there's no value in like anime or hentai that like just have a little bit of that content? Like it's not the focus and they have like an actual story, progression, and interesting setting. It's more than just like 30 pages of smut. It's just, you know, a little risky. I just like smut. We all like smut. I'm not saying don't read any just hentai. But I'm asking, like, do you ever read, like, risky manga? I was coughing earlier and then spat into the sink and I was like, what the fuck? Why just cough up a mushroom? I touched it as it was just mucus healing. Subi, you do realize that if somebody else was sharing that, you'd be like, that's disgusting, stop talking about this. But you want to share... Zuby. Did you just ask him if he read risky anime? Yes, and then I corrected myself because reading anime isn't really the proper term, it's reading manga. Walk a bit in the garden and have lemon juice. That's what I say, Pharmacia? No, that's completely It's just a different word for apothecary. I mean, it's just not a thing I'm looking for at the time. I guess I did read Wild Stars. I've also read Gushing Over Magical Girls. Here's the thing, Zooey. I'm not really asking him. I just want to keep saying risky manga. Because Pixel earlier was like, stop saying risky. It's risque. Risky is like self-endangerment. Say risque with the Q-U-E. And I keep being like, yeah, that's what I said, risky. I don't mind Zooey is doing science. Those are a little risky. I mean, Wildstar has become some weird noir story. Heck, French. I fucking knew you were being petty. I've started putting in the risky accented E part. France, France. We're at 4.2 miles. I don't think we get 5 by the end. I think we're gonna be like 4.7, 4.8. And so... we've got a fucking coin flip for what the next video is. We would need like 20 minutes left of this video. And it has... 2 minutes! Oh my god, it's that short? Okay, never mind. We're not even close. France, France. Eat Mike Tyson's ass. Zuby? Huh? Where did that come from? I'm fucking screenshotting that and sending it to Koyo. He needs to see that. You are different in my chat than his, Buster. Great Invader in Elden Ring. Kanye West likes fingers in his ass. Fingers in his ass. Kanye West likes fingers in his ass. God, now I've got that stuck in my head. I don't even remember the whole song. I just remember like 3 seconds of it. Ewan, will Icy Fire always be very small, cutie? No. No, art is an explosion. It's temporary. So he's only going to be cute for a period of time, not forever. I'm so glad you know that. I do know it. Like the less mainstream fish sticks. What do you mean, Yonzui is sick? He's a bit... Sag? Madge? What video did we get? Silithus? I haven't seen Silithus in ages. But it's loud. This video is 41 minutes long? Huh. Senril. Are you here, Senril? Hi, Laheeks. I know Masunya. I am calling out lurkers. You wanna know why, Senril? I wanna show you why I'm calling out lurkers. This is where we're walking today. I'm glad that there's nothing chasing me here today. Hi, Tida Titanium. You're in a horror map? I'm before a horror map. I didn't go past this point. We didn't go into the actual horror map part. Well, good job, Senril. There were a lot of times where you were like, I don't know if I could get it done, but you got it done. Laheeks, thank you. Hi, Gammy. How was your workout today? Hi, Yui. You know, it's funny that you... it's not funny. But I see the name Yui and it makes me think of Warlords of Draenor. Because, I don't know if this is relevant to you at all. Well, it's not relevant to you at all, but it has to think... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Back in Warlords of Draenor, my ex and I had matching names. They were Yui, and I was UA. So anyway, I'm thinking of my ex now. What am I talking about? Hey, Miss Senreal. We're walking. Hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bozos. That's funny. Eula, do not fuck in the horror map? Why not? It's still incomplete. Good job, Senreal. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raider. But I'm not adding much more to it. I hate it when you bring up your exes. Hi, King Dragon. For anybody that doesn't know, in my channel, Laheeks, they do a workout stream every single morning, and their workout is a lot more intense than mine. My workout is like cardio, walk on a treadmill, 5 miles. Laheeks is like, let's do fucking, you know those like, they got really popular in the 80s, like, all right, let's go, 1, 2, 1, 2, like those things for an hour. Laheeks does that, and like, holy, if you want to get fit, watch some Laheek streams. Hang out with those. They've got a fucking wonderful community. The Zumba classes, yeah, but they do, so they do a lot of like the old ones, they do a lot of the newer ones too. Join us. It's a little early for me. I'm lurking in there sometimes. One of us. I highly recommend it. For me, it's early. For me, it's like I'm usually just waking up and I'm collecting news stories to talk about for my stuff. But it does look fun. And then yeah, Laheeks does this every morning. 7 days a week, if I understand right. They're a big inspiration for my stuff. For my streams. Ooh, Silithus? For my streams, there was Laheeks, O-Girls, and Baphomet that are like the big 3 inspirations. Because I took the treadmill idea that I learned from Baphomet. I took the daily exercise from Laheeks. And I took the, just chatting, laying in a world with friends around you, which a lot of people do, admittedly, but O-Girls was my friend that I saw doing that. This is amazing. Thank you. We've got walking videos from 5 different games so far. We've got World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Black Desert Online, Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm gonna be adding Minecraft soon. I just recently finished up the new WoW zones from the War Within expansion. I need to finish up Star Wars The Old Republic, which is that's the MMO from like 10 years ago. I got like 5 more zones there. They're so big. I did not remember how big the zones were in Star Wars. Is it a regular treadmill or something like a catwalk? It is a regular treadmill. A 3-directional would be cool. But I'm a little bit of a sellout. And people can increase my incline for bits, gift subs, or PayPal. So in the bottom right, it's 0% right now. But any of those will increase the incline up to 12%. And there have been days where, like, I haven't even finished stretching, and they max it out at 12% incline. I don't know if you've ever gone 5 miles at 12% incline. That's really hard. I usually can't do it without taking a break. How are you moving about in the game without aggro? I record all these as a rogue. So I'm not actually, like, moving around in World of Warcraft right now. It's a YouTube video. I've pre-recorded all these, and I'm just walking to them. But this video is 42 minutes long. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Oh, that's neat. Who is this imposter? What? This is a video? Yeah, so on VRChat, they've got the camera. And they have a mask section, which lets you filter out different things. The middle thing you can mask out is the world. So right now, I'm actually in my friend's VR chat world. This is, I think it's called Awakening. Sentinel, he's right there. He just made this for Spookalogy. So I was kind of like showing off to people like, look guys, we're in Spookalogy, or we're in a Spookalogy map. We're in Sentinel's world. We did our stretches here. And then once we were done stretching, we started walking to, videos. The first one we walked to was Glish to Keplen in BDO. Then it was Eastern Thanalan from Final Fantasy XIV. After that was the Dreadwaste from Mists of Pandaria. I've got a giant playlist of like 200 videos that I've made, and we just have it shuffled. I thought about doing this with some R1 nature trails near me. Do it. It's fun. Nice idea. The noise is coming from the vid, right? The world didn't bug out? No. I've got world sounds muted. There you do have that similar sound. That like, what's the word? It's the Australian instrument that I'm forgetting. That's like the really long pipe. That's like the oh. That was in your world, but that's not playing right now. Wasn't sure whether to use a drone or Grimble. Need to follow your YouTube. That'd be very nice of you. Didgeridoo, that's what it is. That's what it is. Pixel, can you type in !! socials? There's the VODs channel, and then there's the walking YouTube channel. Risque. The middle link there. If you really want to, and you don't have to, I'll never be able to monetize the channel. So I'm not pushing it too hard. But if you wanted to, there it is. Thank you, Pixel. Hi, Arid Paragon. Also, we're at 4.7 miles. That MIDI track I analyzed in FL Studio, found I was using a metal pad instrument. Boy, Ewid. Did I go through all my stories? I've talked about Apothecary Diaries a lot. Talked about the FEMA pause. Pokemon leaks. The Ask Reddit. I didn't talk about this one. I saw a story yesterday, and this is so dumb. A police officer went to Burger King. He goes to Burger King, and he gets an order. He goes through the drive-thru, gets an order. According to him, they messed up his order. So what does a sensible, normal, well-adjusted human being do? Right? They either, hey, this order was messed up, can I get this replaced? Or they just deal with it, right? They're just like, oh, wrong order, but whatever. I'll get over it. He called in backup. Not that I really feel comfortable asking this, but how's the walking helping your health over these 452 days? What would I need to get started? A good treadmill? So, that is a totally fine question. I'm happy to talk about it. When I started walking, I was 205 pounds. I'm 5'7", and the BMI, not that the BMI is like the best thing in the world. In fact, it's heavily inaccurate with certain conditions. It said I was obese. And seeing the index say, hey, you're obese now, is like, that feels really bad. So that's when we started walking. Since then, and it wasn't just the walking, I've also started eating better, counting calories. I'm now 135 pounds. So, and I lost that by like 200 days. Maybe like 300 days. I forget when I hit 135. But I've lost 70 pounds walking every day. I'm not counting calories as much as I used to. Because counting calories, if you've ever done that, is absolutely miserable. It's so draining and exhausting. Going through your calories in the day. And then being like, I'm out of calories. It's 5 p.m. I can't eat more until midnight. This sucks. And then when it is midnight, and you eat then, if that's like before you go to bed, it feels like you're cutting your next day even shorter. Counting calories sucks. But it is like the end-all be-all of losing weight. You want to lose weight, your calorie intake has to be less than what you are burning every day. There were different plateaus that I hit. So when I first started, Nyashu, you can always just not eat like I did. That is not healthy. When I first started, I dropped 20 pounds like instantly. But then I kind of stopped at 185. I like wasn't losing weight anymore. So then I started, I cut out milk. I drink like 5 gallons of milk a day. Say, what am I talking about? I drink 5 gallons of milk a week. And that's a lot of calories. So I cut that out. I went to 1 gallon a week. And I immediately dropped like 20 pounds again. That's a lot of milk. I misspoke there like 3 times in a row. I immediately went down to like 165. Then I started counting calories. And I went down to 145. At this point, even with limiting myself to 1,400 calories a day, which was like, hey, do this and you will lose weight, I was stuck at 145. That's when I learned about calorie cycling. And so what I was doing was, Monday through Friday, I would eat 1,400 calories. And then Saturday and Sunday, I would eat 1,700 calories. What ends up happening is, if you eat the same amount of calories every day, and it's technically less than what your body weight needs to maintain, your body will, like, slow down your metabolism. It will, like, put yourself in starvation mode where it's like, do not burn calories. We don't want to lose any more weight. And so if you do 2 days of, like, eating more calories, 1,700 in my case, your body kind of tricks itself and it's like, oh, okay, we're not starving, we're actually good. And it will not put you in that starvation mode. And then over the next 3 or 4 days, when you go back to 1,400, you'll lose weight because your body will naturally burn more. Ah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And so the last 10 pounds of my 70 was due to calorie cycling. And it went really slow. It was like 0.5 pounds a week. I think on a good week, I'd lose 1. And then I eventually got to 135. At 135, I've kind of just been hovering there. I've kind of just been like, happy to be here. I could lose a little bit more. I still have a little bit of a gut, and I don't have abs. But, like, to get abs, I'd have to, like, cut out all carbs and be eating, like, 1,300 a week. And I'm just like, or I could just limit my food to about this much and not go hungry every day. Proceeds to throw the food at the person at the window. No, so they called in backup. They didn't say what it was for. They literally just said, I need backup at the Burger King. 3 police cars hit their sirens on, flew over to the Burger King, and they were like, had the place surrounded. They get there, and the sheriff that called in backup was like, tell him to get my order right. You need to go in there and tell him to get my order right. And they're like, 1, why can't you? 2, did you just call in backup on a Burger King? And, like, I don't know if he's getting fired. He should be. He should absolutely be fired, but, like, what the hell? My people that said hi. Was cooking and couldn't pay attention? Was trying to stay on keto without going broke? Yeah, food is so expensive. Eating healthy is expensive. There's a few things that I'm like, oh, I'm getting this because it's healthy, right? And, like, it's so much more expensive than the junk food. I've been getting dark chocolate hummus, and I'm like, it's not that much. It's literally just this little disc of it. And I'm like, this should not be $6 fucking. Amount of calories, time to starve. You can always just not eat like I do. What was your calories intake? For a long time, it was 1,400. I think at my current weight, it'd be like 1,300. Eat celery to gain negative calories. That's a lot of milk. I'm still here, though. I eat every couple days. Fruits and some soup. 5 gallons of milk a week. That's what I was doing. I'm doing like 2 to 3 now. When parents talk about gallons, the first thing that comes to my mind is always a galleon ship. Elon is a milk vampire. I love milk too much. I fear the day I start counting. It's miserable, Proxy. It sucks. I had no idea about calorie cycling. Interesting stuff. Calorie cycling is a big thing for losing weight. When you first start out, you don't need to do it. When you first start out, I wouldn't worry about calorie cycling at all. Maybe do it because it's the same as cheat days. A cheat day is not like, hey, go buy a giant chocolate cake. But a cheat day is like, hey, you can have one more meal today. Not a big one, but like add an extra 300 this day. Bruh brought in the sheriff? Man, these types of people really dirty the police's image. Yeah, organic foods. The Marines protect this Burger King while they get my order. God damn it. Junk food is named junk for a reason. I just wish it wasn't so cheap. I just wish the healthy food was like the affordable stuff. Will not fire him. I'll make him the food drivers. Being healthy has always been more expensive. There's no money to be made in healthy patients. God, I hate how, like, depressing and true that is. The food desert is real? Health food? Yeah. Sure is hard to eat healthy when you are on a budget. Yeah. Remember to incline? What am I inclining for? They subscribed, right, Pixel? That wasn't a gift sub, was it? Damn, that's my kind of cheat day, though, for real. Yeah. I have some, like, egregious cheat days. I thought it was? Never has been, Pixel. So because I'm not exercising to get down to a target weight. I'm exercising because as a lifestyle, it's healthy. And it's like a lot of socializing for me. Hi, Giraffe. Hey, my tier 3 boob sub. It's a healthy lifestyle. It gives me a lot of social interaction. I've made so many friends through streaming. And it's like my only source of income right now. So I'd like want to keep doing this for as long as possible. I'm not thinking of it like I need to count calories and exercise until I get to this weight and then I can stop. To me, it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna be exercising and doing this for as long as I can. So when I have like a cheat day or like Thanksgiving or Christmas comes around, it's like I'm okay with just like putting out the calorie counter and just like eating a ton. So like yesterday, my mom made cookies. And instead of being like, okay, each cookie is, 80 calories, I can have, maybe one a day. I shoveled that shit into my mouth. I've already finished this little, like, Tupperware of cookies she gave me, and I'm like, oh man, I want more. The good thing is, now that I've kind of been sitting at 135, my body's, like, hovering around there. So, like, if I eat a lot extra, let's say I went up to 138 or 139, my body wants to return to 135. So, like, it's not that bad if I, like, shovel cookies into my mouth one day. It is kind of bad to do that when losing weight. When you're actively losing weight, that can set you back, like, 3 weeks, and it's miserable, but... Ramirez protected the Burger Town. So cheap because of subsidies? What HMD tracking are you using, if it's okay to ask? You can ask anything you want, by the way, Nomatsu Niya. How are your hand tracking and do your holding your controllers? So I have a Vive Pro, I have index controllers, and I have Vive Tracker 2.0s, I think. I've got 3 trackers. I've got one on the front of my waist. My feet trackers are on the back of my ankles because I've got one of those big heavy-duty like gym treadmills. There's a big console in front of me. When walking on a treadmill, you're actually essentially blindfolded when you have VR on. So I learned very quickly that I need to have my left hand on the bars at all time to kind of stabilize myself and keep myself centered and walking in the right direction. If you've been in VR at all, you know just how easy it is to like lose your place. I think everybody has done the lift up the headset. I'm facing this direction? How did this happen? And so I need to regularly, like 95% of the time, have my hand on this console. And so while a standing treadmill, like a desk treadmill, would be great, they're a lot cheaper. If you were going to use one of those, you need to put something near it to like hold on to stabilize yourself. As for Vive Pro, other than that, I'm just in a VR chat world, just walking, taking advantage of all the camera options that they have. My computer is a little due for an upgrade. My Vive Pro, God, this thing feels like it's falling apart. I'm waiting for the next gen of head trackers. I'm waiting for the next gen of headsets. Because like the Index feels like top of the line, but it's 5 years old at this point. The big screen isn't quite what I want. Junk food is just food. You can make the same junk food at home and make it way more healthy, or more unhealthy. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, hi, Giraffe. Friendlin, hi. I'm Friendo Parasocial. You're an inspiration. This is truly amazing me. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. It's very much like, this is for me to get healthy. Initially, it was to make some extra money. It's been a lot more than I thought it was going to be. And I did not expect to make as many like friendships and social connections through this as I did. So now it's like, holy cow. This is like everything I want. This is the best thing ever. I look forward to these days working out, walking on the treadmill. I work out to look like a cute girl. I don't understand, Giraffe. You're already a cute girl. Wish I can have a cheat day. I should look for a job. Okay. I wanted to flirt with Giraffe there, but like, keep working out. That's healthy and good. We're in the fucking bug lair, and there's skittering, and I forgot about this part of the video, and I fucking hate it. Wish I can have a cheat day. I should look for a job. You got this, Riddle. I can ask you anything? Okay, what size shoulders do you have? I don't know the different sizes of shoulders. I don't think they're, like, overly broad. You can't ask about Yulin's ring size. Sadly, I tried. I don't know what my ring size is. I've punched a wall once or twice, or 30 times. Next gen of head patters. I might be doing some extra walking just because I need some good cardiovascular. Guys, Yulin has fuckable shoulders. Go fuck his shoulders. What does that even mean, Techno? We're at 5.3 miles. That is our required 5. When this video ends, we will stop walking. I think we're gonna be like 6 miles when we stop. For the new people, I always go a minimum of 5 miles. And so, but I will end when a video ends. So when this video ends, and I think it ends when we get to the AQ gates. That's when we will end, now that we're over 5. I need food, stop making fun of me. This whole time I enjoyed my freshly baked Korean donut? Hell yeah. Yulin have the best muffin in town? Oh my goodness. Woohoo, 5.3. You're doing great, Yulin. Thank you. Usually my job was able to work out a lot of calories, but since I'm laid off, won't be seeing work till my new job. I had one physical job. I briefly worked as a primary sorter at UPS. My job there was all the packages they unloaded from trucks would go onto a conveyor belt, the sorting line. And I had a scanner on like a wristband, and I'd pick up a box from that conveyor line on my left, flip over to its barcode, scan the barcode. While scanning it, the scanner would also print some information on the box. The one I cared about was a color. And so, like, it would print blue on the box. And then to my right would be a blue conveyor belt. I would put that box on the blue conveyor belt. And so it was pick up, scan, blue. Pick up, scan, red. Right? That was my job at UPS. It was a lot of, like, twisting left and right. And standing for 3 hours and just lifting boxes. They wanted me to move a box every 3 seconds. They wanted me to do 20 a minute. And, yeah, that was brutal. I was not physically fit enough for that. And so, like, I could get through a day, but I'd be wiped out. And by the end of a week, my legs would actually give out. And so, like, I'd work for 5 days. I'd go home. And then I'd be, like, playing World of Warcraft, right? I'd get thirsty and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get a drink from the kitchen. I would stand up, and then my knees would just give out, and I'd fucking fall into the middle of my floor. And I'd catch myself on my hands every time, but it was like, oh, this is fucking scary. And I kind of just dealt with it for like a month or two, and then I worked there for like 4 months, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I quit. Usually my job was able to work out a lot of calories. Oh, I read that. Modern slavery, Yulin knees. It wasn't so much modern slavery. They had pretty good benefits, and I'd say they treated me well. The supervisors were a little, like, annoying, but that was just them giving favoritism to the veteran employees, which is fair, right? If you've been working at a place for 10 or 15 years, you should be treated better than the new employees. That's fucking fair. It was annoying as a new employee, but I was never like, grr, these guys. It wasn't that bad. Typically a shift minimum would be like 3.5 hours. Sometimes it would get extended to like 6 hours. And those days were rough. In my internship, I was pushing 40-ton train cars for half a day. Installing servers the other for 16 an hour. What do you mean pushing 40-ton train cars for half a day? Please define pushing a 40-ton train car. Because what I imagine is literally like, heave, oh, and I'm like, that's not right. This dude's a nerd. He was doing computer stuff. Right? Yeah, so you get a jack lever and 2 other interns and push it down the track. Okay. Damn. Hell yeah, Pixel. The work is okay, but the moment they start saying 20 boxes a second, yeah, that iffy. 20 boxes a minute was like the goal. That was the pace they wanted you working at, which really wasn't that bad. That was doable. 20 boxes a minute? Mm-hmm. Oh. $4.20.
I think you're a really cool person. Blah.
Thank you, Anonymous. $4.20 puts us at 2 incline. I mean, to be fair, there was like 20 employees. 1 box every 3 seconds, 20 boxes a minute. Wasn't that bad. It was really bad if you had to do that for 3 hours straight. So if it was like, hey, 10 trucks just showed up at once, the belt is full, you'd be expected to do a box every 3 seconds, 20 boxes a minute for like half an hour. But then, like, there'd be some downtime, right? There'd be, like, no boxes coming down the line, and you're just like, okay, we'll just wait. There's no boxes, there's nothing I can do, right? And so you're just chilling. Around the holidays, it was brutal. The only holiday I was there for was July 4th. And as it turns out, every holiday, people mail stuff. That's like when people mail stuff. And so July 4th, there was like, I think it was like July 3rd, 4th, and 5th was just like moving boxes the whole time. It was literally just like 5 hours straight of pick up scan place, pick up scan place, pick up scan place for just 5 hours straight. And I remember just being so dead after that. 20 boxes a minute? Coal miner pixel. My hands look like this, so Yulin's hand can look like this. So I was looking for a rainbow emote because of the funny 420 number. What the fuck is this emote? Among Us gay sex. What are you saying, you're homophobic, Techno? What the hell? Jesus, a box for 3 seconds. Exactly what it looks like. I'll do your box on the line. But like, why does it exist? Hi, Measter. 15 months in a row. How are you today? I'm assuming tired because you put a dead emote. But like, why does it exist? Why not? In case the hub goes down. Lamau, Yulin voice crack did it? I didn't even notice. Gonna clip the voice crack? Oh god. You already know that I'm quite homosexual. Og Matthews. Matthews' hands look like that, so Yulin's hands can look like that. Matthews' bank account looks like that, so Yulin's cosplay account can look like this. Is that how that works? Feel very cold at home? Hi, Octalmage. Matthews, can you believe what Isu said? I'm sitting there, like, giving this guy every bone I can. I'm like, Isu, say zombie girls are cute. That's all you gotta do. Just say you love zombie girls. And he's just like... Or no. Isu was down with zombie girls. Lofam is sitting there going, oh, they smell! And it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Help me! Help me! Help you! Help me! Heck, hoy, Octal. Lofam is the drama. God. When we actually get to play Gauntlet, it's so fun, Matthews. There's so much behind the scenes. It's like, hey, do we get to play today? I don't know. Isu hasn't said anything because he has the fucking group chat muted. What? Help me. Hi, Blagu. Thank you for the follow. Don't shit talk Lofam. I'm gonna shit talk Lofam. You wanna know why? Because that greedy fucking bird was like, I refuse to share the gold. I'm 10 levels ahead. I have 2,000 health, and Isu and Yulin each have 300. They're literally dying. I refuse to share the gold. Well, I need to go work out. Love you. I love you, Giraffe. Ah, that voice crack ain't even that bad. I didn't even hear it. I didn't even catch it. The rich get richer. It was just a rich get richer moment, and we were like, Lofam, please! And like, we killed the Lich to just get some extra gold so Isu and I could heal. And Lofam's like, nope, mine. Takes 3,000 of it. We're like, dude! It's a rare instance, though. Is it rare? I feel like my voice is always, like, on the verge. What are we at? 5.8? 5.8, we turn left, and then we do that side of the fork, so we're probably going to be like 5.9 when we end. Never heard your voice crack? Really? You want to know the worst voice crack I've ever had in my life? So, I was raiding in WoW. This was in Burning Crusade, and this was early Burning Crusade, so I was like 16 years old. I am like the baby of this guild. Everyone else, they're like 20 to 30. And then there's me, 16. And one of the officers and the guild leader are arguing about trash. The officer is like, we need to focus down trash mobs. We waste so much time just people attacking whatever. We should be killing them one by one so that we can get through this fast. And the guild leader's like, it's not that important. I'm already focusing on too much. I'm not going to start doing this. And so the guild officer was like, well, let's give someone the job to do it. Let's give somebody the ability to, like, mark up the mobs, and they just call it out in Ventrilo. You know, they say, kill skull, kill X, kill square, kill triangle, right? Just a reminder, as we go through it, focus on this target, everybody. And that was their compromise. The other was like, okay, sure, we can, you know, we'll have them all marked up, because they're already marked up anyway. And we can just have somebody say, focus on these mobs, guys. Saja. That was my hunter at the time. It was named Saja. You get the job of calling out the enemies. This was like a perfect solution. God damn it, Ellie. This was a perfect solution for the guild leader, because he's like, the kid of the guild, I can give him the smallest, most irrelevant responsibility, and it'll make him feel cool, and like, give him a, not a power trip, but like, it'll make the kid feel useful and helpful. And so I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Okay. The very first mob pack we do. Kill skull. Kill X. Kill square. Kill orange. And like, my voice cracked so fucking hard on a Ventrilo in front of 30 sweaty nerds in a Serpent Shrine Cavern raid. And like, it was such a bad voice crack. Like, comms were clear, it was literally just me talking, and the entire guild just fucking dies laughing. Did you uninstall Ventrilo? It was so embarrassing that I wasn't embarrassed. It was so embarrassing that I just laughed with them. I was just like, haha, that's funny. We're gonna be telling that for years. I'm never gonna live that down. Like, it like was so absolutely embarrassing, I felt none of it. I think I might have, like, a day or two later, just went straight to acceptance. Literally just like we're all laughing and they're like slapping me on the back and I'm slapping them on the back, just like, holy shit, guys, did you hear that? Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Like, and normally I'm really bad with that. Normally, if I get embarrassed in front of a group, I go full pride. I'm like, I hate this. How do I turn this on somebody? How do I have them think I'm cool again? I hate the group laughing at me. But it was just so much. Slapped all the other stages of the group. It was just so much that I was just, no, we're good. No, we're laughing at this. There is nothing else to do. No saving this. It was so funny we didn't do callouts anymore. After that, the guild leader's like, maybe we don't do callouts. Just know the order, guys. Skull, X, square, triangle, orange. Pride. I am a very prideful person. I need to get humbled now and then. Because if I don't, I get a big head and start thinking I'm better than everybody. And I'm at the point in my life where it's like, okay, this has happened enough that I know that's not the case. There are moments where I think I'm smart. But like, I think everyone else is incredible as well. But growing up, man, I think I thought I was God's gift to this earth. Just so enlightened and had all the answers. We're at the end. Leon has a lot of pride over how good he'll take my back. Easy! Getting humbled in my bed, on the carpet, on the sofa, on the kitchen counter, on the wedding. Oh my god, you guys. Ellie, are you going to cuddle Ewan today? There it is. There's the portal. A humble stick here. There's the end. Ah. What video do we get next? Ah. Oh, this is Western Lenosha? I think. Oh, Eastern Lenosha. Ah. Ah. Hi. Ah, where's my pins? Pin 1. Ah. Ah. Pause that. Turn the music back on here. Creepy, spooky music. That was 6 Mile. Ah. Close that. Bring this up. Bring this up. And then update the title. 6 miles. And now we rest. Done. Ah. Ah. Okay. Is there a particular treadmill brand you recommend? If you are looking to just like walk to stuff like walk while watching a stream or walk while in VR, I would just get any like $100 to $300 desk treadmill. I use a Nordic Track and they're very good, but Nordic Tracks are really, really expensive. I didn't buy mine, I kind of just stole it from my parents. But honestly, like anything that's like $100 to $300 for a desk treadmill would be totally fine. Look at the reviews on Amazon or something. Maybe watch a video on YouTube. I haven't done it myself because I haven't needed one. I haven't gone through brands to be like, this is the one for I'm getting it. This is the prom or why it's great. I have humble stick here. How was the walk, Ewan? It was good. It was really good. We did 6 miles. We got a little bit of incline right at the end. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. Yeah, why is Ewan so very cute? Walkland, understood. Thank you. FY desk treadmills can't go above 3 miles per hour. Yeah. I wouldn't. If I always stay at 2.5. If you're looking to go faster than 3 miles per hour, you're gonna need something more heavy duty. Like Sentinels. I don't think I knew that. I need to fix my trackers and my outfit. What can I hide behind? I need to hide behind this. How are you, Pixel? There's also a weight limit on most desk treadmills. Both of them are like, don't have more than 350 pounds, which shouldn't be a problem for most people, but that is a thing for most. I think it was 350. I'd have to check again. It might be like 260. What was that? Was that a sound that was playing earlier? Sentinel, this place is spooky. Hi, love. Alright. We're back. Freya, we're in Sentinel's map. Sentinel just published this yesterday. It's spooky as hell. We're in, like, the graveyard. Can you go in the mausoleum? No, you follow the path over here. Where does it go? I literally just brought my head up to like visor my head to see more of the map. And I smacked my own headset. I don't want to go anymore. Henry, your map is spooky. You probably meant it to be that way. Alright. Worlds. Chatty. Where are we going? Foliage nook. Portal. How are you, Pixel? 6 smiles. You did a great job today. Thank you. Do I see the cute and adorable Freya I see? You do, you do. Yeah, it looks great. Freya, may I please pet the tail? The yellow and orange tones definitely give it a very spooky vibe. I could have put a jump scare near the start. That would have been cruel and mean, Senral. I like that I can actually walk there. Ah. It wouldn't have been good pacing? I want this at 30. That was 35. Okay. That up there, put that up there. Loveland? How dare you? Oh, I'm tired after that. Wait, where's the... Can I turn colliders off? I feel like I do this every time. I lay down. Does this have world options? Open the world menu. There we go. Settings. Colliders off. I still collide with it. Okay. Move back here. I'm tired, guys. 6 miles? Hell yeah. Wouldn't be good pacing, of course, just a tail leveling. I stopped being scared for a long time ago. Thinks about butts a lot. I miss seeing you on Ewan Freya. That's... She'll be around when she wants to. Hi, Baldir. Hi, Ewan. What is your favorite bean? Mine is you. Sweet bean. Good job on the walk. Okay. The real answer would be red beans. I love down in red beans. It is easily my favorite. If we're talking about people, for a long time I've heard Hikari VR described as best bean. So Hikari. Great job, Ewan. Well, I just thought of something I could do with the mausoleum. Ice Fire, did you get your head patch today? I did, thanks to Generous Streamer. They were AFK for it, but they did get head pats. The real answer... Yeah, so, like, the real answer is, like, you know, actual beans, right? Right? Hewlett is a bitch. Hi, Gale. Oh my god, I'm tired. I didn't have much for notes today. It's because I spent all day just watching anime yesterday. Finished Apothecary Diaries, Season 2 in 2025. FEMA had to pause relief because people are attacking FEMA workers. Sheriff gets the wrong order at Burger King, calls for backup. Pokemon leaks, holy moly. Gail, did you see the Pokemon leaks? Holy. And then ask Reddit, ladies, what is the most sexist thing an overweight gamer has done that made you instantly want to have sex with / be their girlfriend? Pokemon leaks? Seen some? Heal Boop, thank you. How do you feel about string beans? They're alright. Hi. Are string beans like an actual thing, or is that just referring to like skinny people? OG Cacturn looks fucking awesome. There are some Pokemon that like, you see the original concept, I'm like, wait, that's fucking cool. I would have really liked original Metagross. I think the new one is better for the series. It's definitely a lot more, you know, kid friendly. It's a lot more fitting with Pokemon. But the original Metagross is like, that thing's fucking cool. There was massive leaks, North Prince. A Game Freak employee fell for a phishing scam, and the hacker was able to download like literal terabytes of data from the Game Freak company computer network. Now the computer hacker, the guy that got all this, he's a little weird. He's like, I'm not going to do any leaks for the upcoming Pokemon Legends A to Z game. I think that would be, you know, immoral and ruin the spirit and heart of playing a new game. I am, however, going to dox the addresses for, you know, dozens to hundreds of people that work at this company. So apparently morals don't mean anything when doxing people. But when spoiling a new game, morals. Matt, I got the gun. I got to finish an anime show called Overlord. I do like Overlord. Overlord is fun. I think I'm a season behind. I don't think I've seen season 4. Also, the stories read like Greek myth crossed with a fanfic. Dude, those stories are wild, Matthews. I summarized the Octillery one and the Slackoth one for stream earlier. I didn't read the Typhlosion one. The Typhlosion one, it was like, I saw that it was like 10 paragraphs, and it was like 8:35 for me, so I had like 5 minutes to start getting ready, and I was like, I don't have time to read this. I'm gonna read it later, but like, I saw somebody mentioning it, and they were like, you know, this gaslighting, kidnapping, and it was just like, oh my god. The Octillery one is like, what the fuck? And then the Slackoth one is also like, what the absolute fuck? Also, the OG Lick Licky. Guess that's why Lickitung evolves after learning rollout? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of just like, what the hell is going on with this? There's a lot of fan-made pictures getting interwoven with them. I sent one of the OG sprites to Sentinel. Sentinel's favorite Pokemon is Breloom. And so I sent the OG Breloom to him. I think the newer one, the canon one, is better. It's always just been why does it need rollout to evolve? Yeah. Rollout all in Hewlett's muffins. Okay. Feels your antler. Oh my god, Ellie Floosh. Beauty with antlers. I mentioned it yesterday. I mentioned it a bit earlier. I was planning to play Wind Waker today. To celebrate 450 days, we were going to play Wind Waker. Well, we should have played it Saturday. No, not Saturday. We should have played it Sunday. I am bad and didn't have it prepared, so we didn't play it Sunday. So I was going to play it today. Then I realized I have a WoW raid today. I also have a WoW raid Tuesday. I also have Star Wars Wednesday. Ellie was there? Ellie's right here. Rollout, Miltank, Whitney, Trauma. Yeah. Wow, he delaying his Zelda game again. Who would have guessed? I know, Gale. I know. I'm the worst for it. So we are shooting for Thursday. If everything goes according to plan, we play Star Wars Wednesday. I should be able to play it Thursday. That's really funny, Matthews. Yeah, those fucking stories are like, why is there so much of that in all of them? What is happening? This is a children's game. I just arrived. Also, hi Gail, hi Matthews. A shame about the antlers being so big that Elon can't snuggle up close with Ellie. Truly a sacrifice for great antlers. Actually, Baldier, there are many solutions to that. Solution 1, that I can just move them. Solution 2, Ellie can just take them off. But like we could just say like, oh, I'm on your side here. Fucking yoink. Thursday, F to my streak. No, you'll be here Thursday. It's not gonna be a second stream. We're going to stream like normal, and then instead of ending, we're just gonna go right into Wind Waker. Like all the other times. Unicorn? And yeah, all the stories were written by like one female employee, which is wild. That is crazy. It's crazy to me that they were saved. I would have thought that like she wrote them and they're like, wow, this is crazy. Please delete this from company property. We don't want this on our servers. Maybe send it to yourself if you want to keep it, but like, it's crazy to me that it was kept. It's crazy to me that like they all just vaulted it, and like that's the weird stuff that Susan wrote. Ellie Sport Mode. Pokemon is trying to be the next old Mythos. Oh, Mythos? Unicorn Ellie. Mythos. But it's history, Yuland. It's great. I'm not saying it's bad. Well, no, I am saying it's bad. It's truly like, what the absolute fuck? However, it is just like, what on earth? A lot of old beta stuff is kept vaulted, including some stories. It's just, I'm surprised all of it should be kept. All of it should be vaulted. I'm just surprised those lore stories, for just how inappropriate, for how, like, this should never be in Pokemon lore. I'm surprised those were kept. Like, having a looking glass in the past. It's just like, I don't know. Because of just the sexual themes of them, it should have just been like, no, just, we're not keeping these. Because now it's a big fucking thing that everybody's talking about. Oh, I know where we can go today. If this person goes live, oh god, they've been live for 11 hours. I don't know how much longer they're going. Like having a looking glass in the past. It's, I don't know. I'm fine with keeping all the beta stuff. Like the literal terabytes of, stuff they've worked on and had. That's all fine. That's all good. It's just those stories that, like, I'm surprised they were saved. I'm surprised that it wasn't like they were created by this employee, they were shown to her boss, and her boss is like, yeah, we're not doing this. This is completely, not gonna happen. Put it in the vault. I'm surprised that he wasn't just like, I literally don't want this on company property. If you want to keep it, save it to yourself, but like, I don't want this on company property. Because leaks are gonna happen, right? Thanks for the great stream, in the chat. God bless you all. I'm not ending quite yet. I was looking at who to raid. And I'm thinking of raiding Aki. She keeps spoiling me. And she's playing Deadlock right now. But she's been live for 11 hours. He's abandoning us already. Elin hates Pokesmut. I don't. I think it's great. I'm just like, it's baffling to me that it was like on official computers. That it's part of the Pokemon leaks and not some weird fan fiction. A prude, I say. Yes. A prude, indeed. Today and tomorrow I've got WoW raids. So if I want to be productive, I should record Star Wars videos. Elon doesn't understand saving the good links. SMH thought he was one of us. I do. They're too... I don't want to say they're too good, because they're kind of like, what the fuck? I'm just surprised that, like, Nintendo, the Game Freak company, kept them on their computers. That's what I'm surprised about. I don't know if I'm happy about it. I do kind of want to see a Dojin of that Slackoth story. I do kind of want to see that. Maybe less so the Octillery one and the Typhlosion one. Again, I have no idea what we were talking about. I'm just cracking jokes. The Pokemon leaks, Baldir. Do you know about those at all? A Game Freak employee fell for a phishing scam. Hackers got access to literal terabytes of Game Freak storage. Haven't seen the stories yet? There's like bio concepts. There's tons and tons of sprite concept art. There were some lore stories. Nah, I just heard something about Pokemon leak and it being spicy, maybe? Yeah, so the lore concepts, that's the one that people are really focusing in on. They're kind of fucking crazy. So like there was a lore story for a girl and her companions that were like literally killing and torturing Slackoths in a forest. Like they'd find these sloth Pokemon, the Slackoths, and just mutilate them or kill them. And then one day, she is alone and she sees a Slackoth. She's gonna go mess with it. She's climbing a tree. She falls, hurts her leg, and then a Vigoroth finds her. And the Vigoroth beats her up and brings her deeper into the forest. She is then sexually used by this tribe of Slackoth and Vigoroths. And passes out. They bring her to the edge of the forest. She goes home, gives birth to a Slackoth, raises it as her own child. Her friends that she used to go killing Slackoths with then kill her child Slackoth, and she, taking its body, runs into the forest, throws herself into a lake that's full of dead Slackoth corpses. She drowns, and from this, the humans go, wow, she got along with the Pokemon, we should too. And the Pokemon and the humans got along from then on. That's one of the stories. What the fuck is going on in the Game Freak office? Yeah, that's just one. Quite the imagination on that person. That's like just one, and that's the summarized version. Putting the freak in Game Freak. It is worded like she woke up from having fainted and she was surrounded by Slackoths and Vigoroths hanging from the trees around her. Nearby was a lake, and in it she saw dozens of hundreds of Slackoth corpses, many of them missing ears, many of them having their eyes gouged out, and she recognized that these were the Slackoths that her and her friends had tortured. It was just like, what the fuck is this? Just seen some of the beta stuff. The Typhlosion story is just an ugly bastard manga. Fight the imagination, putting the freaking game free. That story sounds like an old Japan comic story. It literally, I think it's modeled after that. It is just like, it's insane. It literally sounds like some like light novel doujin fan fiction, but it's official. It's non-canon, but it's like, this was made by somebody at the Pokemon Company and saved as non-canon story lore. They did keep some of the crazy stuff for lore, didn't they? Isn't there like the balloon that kidnaps kids and ice Pokemon that steals the souls of men? And that's canon, I'm pretty sure. Yes. If you read fucking any ghost Pokemon, typically has wild lore that's like, oh my god, this is like ghost Pokemon kind of scary, yo. But like, they never have like sexual assault. They never have like non-consensual sexual relations in the lore. That's not even something that's mentioned in the lore. But what do I know? I don't know anything about Pokemon. No, you got that. There is the balloon Pokemon that will grab kids and carry them off into the sunset. There's a few ice Pokemon. There's a lot of ghost Pokemon that slowly steal people's souls. Gengar kidnaps children. That was just stories on the balloon. It doesn't specifically do it. So technically, yes. It's like, hey, there's rumors of this stealing kids. It's not like worded in a way that's like, Drifblim likes to steal kids. It's like, there's the potential, the possibility that this thing steals kids. So, like, don't leave your kid around it. There is a lot of that going on. Honedge is a fun one. Oh god, I don't remember Honedge. I remember Litwick was a really sad one for me because I was like, I'd love to have a Litwick, and it's like, it slowly drains your life force. Just having one means you die faster. And I was like, okay, never mind. Carry them off and put egg on them to use as food for her yowns. Number 1 balloon defender Gale has locked on. Actually, it's a rumor, Your Honor. It'll steal the life of anyone who tries to grab the hilt. Oh, okay. I remember the dog ghost Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Both of them were like, this thing puts you to sleep. It literally like drains, not your like full life force, but like it drains your energy. So you find yourself sleepy around them. But they really just want to play. It is just a rumor though, Baldier. Do you guys... Well, okay, I was gonna say, do you have a favorite ghost Pokemon? Obviously. I'm trying to think, what would be my favorite ghost Pokemon? As a kid, I really liked Haunter. I thought Haunter was so much cooler than Gengar. And it was, like, upsetting. That Gengar was just better Haunter. I do really like Banette. That's a ghost Pokemon I really like. I like Frostlass. I thought Litwick and that evolution were guiders to death. They might be. Mischievous? That's a good one. I just know that Litwick, like, its flame drains life force. Careful what you say, Gale, or I'll call your tiredness a rumor. Put you to sleep to do what? It doesn't do anything. It's literally just a dog. If a dog Pokemon dies and they have like regrets or were mistreated, I think if they were mistreated, they become a Graveyard and Houndstone. I forget their two names, but the two dog ghost Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet, those are specifically from dogs that died that were abused, and they become those. And they're still just fucking dogs. They're like the best ghost Pokemon because they don't like kill you or hurt you intentionally. They do just make you sleepy. None of the ghosts specifically go after killing, kidnapping people, except like Banette. I thought Gengar does. I thought Gengar is like, this thing just straight up kidnaps Pokemon. I thought the dog was a slowly drains you because it wants your attention and pats. I believe so, yeah. Hunter. 2 hands to grab the muffins and a big tongue to drink milk. Milk and muffins is great. Well, that makes Ghost Doggos my favorite. Yeah, go read the Ghost Doggos Pokedexes. I think they're just like, these things are fucking big puppies. Hypno, that's a psychic Pokemon. Just did an autism test. I passed. What does it mean to pass an autism test? Okay. I saw one of those jokes this morning. I don't remember what it was. But it was like one of the punchlines of like, oh, I don't remember. Something about like, my wife hates this. So that's why I'm bringing it home. I don't remember. Grievard and Houndstone is the Ghost Dogs? Okay. It means she won. Thanks, Gail. I should not be as tired as I am today. But I am. Akiwu is live. She's addicted to Deadlock, so she's still streaming. And so, this is a rare opportunity where I get to say thanks to her. Too late, go sleep, it really is. We are gonna go raid Akiwu. She spoils me. Alright. Behavior. Look at me. Anchor world. Alright. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you Laheeks for the raid. Oh no, what was that? Hi Soul. Wow, it's been a year. That's what I'm saying. I started seeing the like 15-month subscriptions and I'm like, what the fuck? It's been 15 months, huh? Where is Chatterino? Time flies, it really does. Here are the socials. And /raid Akiwu. Thanks for streaming. Have a good rest of your day. Dad don't like dogs. Bring dog home. Dad and dogs. I love it when that happens. Every time you do the hand to the head, you look like that anime girl. Meme where she take both hands to the head and goes blah. The eto blah. Well, thank you Freya /Matthews. You just finished your walkies? I've been done for like 20 to 30 minutes. We've just been hanging out. But I'm finding myself yawning a lot, so I'm ready to nap. Yeah. Have a lovely afternoon. No, you. Bye, Ludeberry. Just means you can start, Soul. Soul, don't forget to breathe. Oh my goodness. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. Today was really fun. I love you. Bye.